Good evening, everybody. It is Friday night. My name is Steve Crispino. I'm here along with Martin Falk, who will be on the sideline. We are here at HTV live streaming the Vandebilt Catholic High versus Edie White Cardinal football game, quarterfinal game. It doesn't get any better than this. These teams hooked up a few weeks ago in an outstanding game, and now it's number 3 versus 6 to get to the semis. Martin, how are things down in the field? It's loud up here.
And let me tell you what, of course the field is in great condition because it's turf. There's no doubt. But they take a lot of pride over here at Edie White, making sure the grounds are all well kept. The fans are here. They're still trickling in. On the other side, we got a packed Vandebilt crowd. We got people around the perimeters on both sides piling up. I saw a lot of old coaches on this side of the field. They got a lot of people standing up. They don't want to sit down. I've noticed on both sides, Steve, that they're nervous. Both sides, both fan bases are nervous. Not the players. Right? The moms, the dads on both sides, you can tell they are a little bit nervous, and rightly so. This has been one of the biggest Edie White Vandebilt games for a long, long time, and you can sense it. It's palatable here in the area, and I'm just glad that we can witness this because this is what it's supposed to be, the Edie White Vandebilt Catholic rivalry.
Oh, look, and this rivalry is every year, and it doesn't take much to get these people excited, and it's a regular season rivalry. It's rare that it happens in the playoffs. It does happen. It happened, a few years ago, but I don't know that it's happened this deep. A number 3 versus number 6 in the quarters. This is a big one. When you look at who they're going to play, they'll play the number 7 seed coming out because of some issues that U-High had. So whoever wins this will be the higher-rated seed in the semifinals with a chance to go to the Dome. You can't ask for a better atmosphere. The fans are nervous, but the players are ready.
No, they're out there. And, of course, Steve, you play sports, I play sports. What it is you like to be out there. Coach, good luck to your players. Stay safe. So what you like to see is that the players are warming up. They're into the game. Both Vandebilt and Edie White, they look loose. So let's listen into the PA.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I thought we might have been getting ready for the invocation, but someone is blocking the fire truck. That's never a good thing, Steve.
Yeah, and, I think we should have the camera follow them to their car and, really call them out for something silly like that.
I want to thank Robert Bowers, too. So Robbie did a great job. We worked with him all week in getting everything set up. Jason Serenier, of course, all the technical-minded people got together. Robbie does a tremendous job here at Edie White. You can tell that they have been working this system for a long time. So we did a simulcast with Robbie during the live telecast. And, of course, we wanted to offer a second broadcast of it to give you a different feel. But we didn't want to tread on Edie White's territory because they have that base. They've been doing it for a long, long time. So there you go. Sportsmanship is number 1 between the Catholic schools.
You can't beat it, man. And what's funny is, like you said, we both played sports. We're both a little bit older. You, of course, are a little older than I am, Martin. But, I don't even have video of when I played. This is something to have the opportunity to play on TV, something that's going to live forever, something you can show your kids. What you're offering these kids is just outstanding. This is what you want. You want to watch yourself so that, like you tell stories. I don't know if I can believe you or not.
Well, that's right, because there's no video to back it. All we have is that slow-motion film. And we can tell everybody we used to be fast, and they don't have to believe us or not.
Yeah, because if they watch this race now, it would be slow motion.
I love the way they got the flashlights out here. The student section is working those lights over here. They got those sparklers, whatever they call them. Yeah, they're nice. And they got the ticket tape and everything else. And here come the Edie White Cardinals. And the home team, of course, tonight is Vandebilt Catholic is gearing up, getting ready to come out. And we are pretty close, guys, to seeing some just some hard hitting. Both of these teams are geared up. You're going to see a tough game tonight. I'm convinced of that. And
absolutely.
It'll come down to mistakes, Steve.
It does. And last game was 21-14. Hard fought. Went all the way down to the wire. You know, these kids, and it, you know, usually it used to be E.D. White and Vandebilt was the first game of the year. Well, this happened to be the last game of the year, so it just happened. It's fresh. They're watching the film. They know what to correct. It wasn't a long time ago. They're going to be ready to play. You hope they keep this game clean. They clean up the mistakes, and we have a good, hard-fought football game.
All right, there you see the captains on both sides.
Yep, Vandebilt is getting ready to run. I guess they might run after the toss. Who knows?
Steve, I'm on ground level, so maybe you can make out those captains a little better than I can. I know, see, it was 44.
Let's see. For E.D. White, you have 44, 79, 10, and 72. I know you got your stat sheet down there.
Yeah, we got Luke Trotty on one of them. Let's see who else we got. Let me make my way that way. Yeah, so I get a clear shot.
You got number 10, Jax Trish. Number 72, Tommy Bauer. Number 79, Adam Talbot. And number 44, Luke Trotty. And then for Vandebilt, I'm looking across the field. I have my binoculars because we're so far away. We have Jack Chestnut, the quarterback. We have Jalen Coleman, of course, number 4, the running back. We have number 0, Paul Boudreau, one of your favorite players, our linebacker. And it looks like
James
Guidry, number 80, the big wide receiver.
I'm impressed with Guidry, too. I've been impressed watching him play.
Yeah, you know, you think of him because he's so big as a possession receiver, but he's got great hands, but he's also got some speed. He's broken a few long ones. Chestnut and him have a great rapport on that slant route, and Guidry's taken a few to the house this year.
And he's got some size with him. What I'm impressed with about E.D. White is, you know, nobody gives E.D. White any credit for being able to throw the football. They can throw the football. They're just so known as a running team.
Right.
But they can throw the football.
And this is one of those games where you're really just going to have to do some things you're not expected to do. Now, I think we're getting ready to start the national anthem, it looks like. Yeah. So we'll take a moment. Or not. It looks like from up here, it looked like everybody was taking their helmets off, looking towards the flag, and then the referee ran to the middle and called the captain's house. Psych. Vandebilt looks like they have a few co-captains standing behind 55, who is Sonji, who doesn't have a lot of size, but boy, he is a gutsy, gritty linebacker. Andrew Sonji, and then number 3, Logan Email, a junior cornerback who's had several interceptions this year. He's had a really, really good year.
That's 2 guys that can hit pretty hard, too.
Yeah, absolutely. And looks like we're about ready to have the coin toss. He's given a few instructions to them. And Vandebilt will receive. So they will put their high-powered offense out there with, of course, Coleman, Jalen Coleman's running back. You and I were talking before the game to Coach. I think Coleman so far this year has about 1,300 yards rushing. He is a signee of Liberty University in Virginia. You know, Coleman is shifty. He's not a big guy, but, boy, he's fast and he's shifty. If he gets loose, you are not catching him.
No doubt. He can fly. Let's listen in.
Standing for the playing of our national anthem by the E.D. White Cardinal Vanguard. Let us calm ourselves as we are in the presence of God. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Strong and faithful God, as we come together for this athletic contest, we ask you to bless these athletes. May they use the talents given to them to bring you honor and glory. Keep them safe from injury and harm, Instill in them respect for each other and reward them for their perseverance. Provide all present with a safe journey home. Lead us all to the rewards of your kingdom where you live and reign forever and ever. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Well, Martin, you could not ask for better weather, a better atmosphere, better fan bases. This game is going to be a good one.
This is good stuff, Steve. This is what it's all about. We've been waiting for this kind of game for a long time between Edie White and Vandebilt Catholic.
You know, and I like it. This is a no excuses game. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's not raining. It's not snowing. It's not lightning. It is a perfect night for football, and somebody's going to come out on top, and I'm excited to see who it is.
Yes, indeed, and we are ready. Perfect weather if you're a football player, a little chilly if you're a fan, but who cares about the fans? The players love it. Players love it.
Absolutely. Let's see who is kicking off the Edie White. I'm trying to get this number. Looks like...
Well, you know it's going to be number 84.
84, yes,
Todd
it is.
Powell. I was watching him in warm-up, Steve. He was consistently kicking him down the center of the goalpost. The kid's got a great leg.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable.
Signee of Marshall University. And, you know, Martin, in a game like this, sometimes it comes down to special teams. And when you got a field goal kicker who can kick a 50-yarder, that could be a difference. All right, you got Coleman who took it at the end. Oh, my gosh, he's breaking through. Coleman, it looks like he's going to go all the way. No one is behind him. Oh, my God, 95 yards, Jalen Coleman.
Unbelievable. He hit that seam about as fast as you could hit it, and there is a dead silence on the Edie White side. Coleman hit that, and with that kind of speed that he has, he's a 100-meter sprinter, Steve. It was lightning. He hit it fast.
Well, I tell you that, and you know, it comes back to special teams on that kick. It was not his normal kick that goes into the end zone. It was kind of a line drive squib. Coleman caught it. I think that just caught everybody off guard. But when Coleman hits it, you are not going to catch him from behind. He is a beast.
And what happened was on the squib kick, he got it. He was able to get some acceleration pretty quickly. When he hit that hole, he was full speed.
He was, and, you know, from up here, it's so different, Martin, to have doing play-by-play up here. I'm usually have my color man next to me up here. You being on the field, it's a whole different perspective. But I can tell you, from that 10-yard line, from right here, I could see he was going to break it.
He was moving.
He just had enough of a crease that nobody was going to get him.
Sean Hebert's in to kick the extra point. He had a field day last week, taking extra points.
Yeah, 42 points just in the first.
Block.
Another special teams play. Well, we said it a minute ago, special teams could be the difference. You have a touchdown return and then a blocked extra point.
They got penetration on it, Father John. Good to see you. They got penetration on it, and you got to keep your eye on all these special teams deals because this game could come down to something like that.
Well, wow, 6-0. With 14 seconds gone.
Yep.
2 incredible plays. And, wow, I hope that's how the whole night goes. This is a good one.
Anyway, who'd have thought it would have started off like that? Because Edie White also normally just a good
Fundamental
team,
Yeah.
fundamental team. But when you got that kind of speed, I mean, it's hard to track a guy that's hitting that hole with that kind of momentum. And he hit it, found a seam, and I could tell some of the coaches at Eddie White were not happy with the way they set up for that, but there's something they're going to correct. They're very good at correcting things, so we'll see
and look,
how that goes.
You look 3 weeks ago when they played, Coleman, he never really could just break loose. And you know, a guy like that, that's what he's looking for. He's a home run hitter. He was looking to break loose. It's good to have him do that on the first play. That gets his juices flowing and gets the team excited. And now let's see what happens. This is our third play of the game, special teams.
Justin
Ramirez on the kick.
Nice high kick.
Oh, let it bounce, and it goes out of bounds. That's going to be a flag.
We got a flag, but, I mean, number 17 for Vandebilt, Torrance Sparrow got tattooed on that play.
He did. Number 17 for Edie White smartly let that ball go out of bounds after it bounced. Instead of trying to pick it up and run for it, that's going to give them the ball, I believe, on the 40? On the 40?
Yeah.
Is that what it is now? Wow. Well, were they going to re-kick? Oh, no, it looks like they're going to re-kick.
What was the flag? Let's check out what the flag was.
The flag was kick out of bounds. The ball went out of bounds on the kick. I'm surprised they didn't just take it. They're going to make them re-kick it from the 35 now. I guess they want their chance at a return.
Yeah.
So Ramirez will have another shot to kick the ball deep. He's got a pretty good leg.
Yeah, he does
I've seen him hit the end. Now, I don't know if he's going to hit it from 65 out, but from 60, I've seen him hit it to the end zone a few times. But
both kickers, both schools, you know, nothing wrong with special teams. I know that Vanderbilt side not happy with that extra point being blocked.
Right.
They're going to work on that because Edie White got great penetration on that.
Yep. So Edie White doesn't think he's going to kick it too far. Both return men are about on the 15-yard line.
He has a good leg.
Number one, Chase Nakan. I agree. You got Chase Nakan and Braylon Jennings, the sophomore running back. So Ramirez gets the kick, and he does kick it short. And it looks like it's going to be Chase Nakan. He takes it in at about 25. He takes it up the middle.
Oh, good
and he's got some running room. Very hard running all the way out to the 44-yard. 40 referee keeps moving. Let's see where he stops.
Nakan did a good job. He got hit, but it looked like a ping pong ball.
Yeah, he got knocked around a good bit.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're going to spot the ball about the 43. All right, come on, settle down, put the ball down. There you go, the 42-yard line. So this is a good 20-yard return, which you rarely see on a short kick like that. You know, that's why you kick it short. Keep it compressed and, you know, don't let the guy get a full head of steam. He did a great job.
See what kind of early tricks that Edie White might have, or will they go to just testing that line?
We'll see. There's Barbera with a handoff around the right side, and he's going to break it, and that is...
Oh, he cut it up real nice. Yeah, he cut it up real nice. Joshua Johnson had a shot at him, but he cut it up inside of it.
That was Guidry, who's a quarterback, a backup quarterback, but Ben Guidry, nice run around. Oh, got a flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play.
Like Edie White's backing up.
That might have been holding downfield, if I had to guess. Let's see. No, it's a dead ball foul, personal foul against the Cardinals.
Wow.
That's going to back it up 15 from the spot of the foul. Still give them a first down, but that's going to put them back near the 47, which would have been a 5-yard from where they started, I assume.
Now keep your eye tonight on Boudreaux. Number 0, Paul Boudreaux.
First down.
Coach sort of alluded to the fact that he might turn him loose a little bit.
All right, moves the ball up to the 47. Good run. Penalty negates the good run, but they've still got good field position at the 47, their own 47. So you got Barbera under center. Brant Barbera Jr. He hands it off up the middle to number 6. Picks up a little just 5 yards right there, 5 or 6 yards. That's Carter Douglas with a 6-yard pickup.
Carter Douglas.
Yeah,
He gained 6.
Zach Gwynn on that, too. You had number 8 also on that tackle, Nate Thompson.
Cardinals play 2nd and 4.
Second down and 4 for Barbera. He's under center. Pitches to number 29. Looked like he was going to throw it for a second. He got the outside, and he's able to pick up about 10 yards for a first down.
Yeah, definitely got the corner. And you know that the coach has been preaching all week, probably both sides. Don't let him have the corner. So he got the corner on that one, and a very good game, quick offense.
Not sure who that was. Looked like it was it 39-29. I don't have him. Didn't think I had him on the roster there, Martin.
Let's see. I will
Babin, Landon Babin. I have him as a defensive back.
Landon Babin.
All right. Penalized Vandebilt Cascai.
It's a big drive for the Cardinals, too. I mean, when somebody takes it to the house on the first go-around, you want to make sure you answer and get your crowd back in it, get your players back in it. So.
All right.
They're not going to panic.
No. Absolute long game. First down 5, handoff up the middle, and he will be stopped by a whole host of Terriers. Looked like D. Hart at nose guard had him wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe picked up 1.
So Boudreaux in there, so Carter Douglas in there. Had a whole host of them. They were ready for that one.
Yeah, and that was number 6, Carter Douglas, with a pickup of 1.
Got a lot of officiating in the early part of this game.
Well, was that an illegal shift on first down? Did I miss that? All right, it looks like there was an illegal shift, so that carry is nullified. We're now back to 1st and 10 from the 37.
That's uncharacteristic of Edie White football.
All right, Barbera hands it off up the middle.
That's a little counter play. Vandebilt ready for it.
2-yard gain by number 9.
Number 40 was in there. Jonah Waggus back. No, let's see, for Vanderbilt, let's see, Harbin was in there. Boudreaux was in there.
Well, I tell you, the perspective you're giving us from the field is so much harder to see the defensive tackles up here, especially when it's right in front of you. So I appreciate you're able to see the defensive guys. Barbera breaks through, but only picks up about 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, Andrew Hebert caught up with him. Right, they closed it pretty quick. It looked like Barbera had an angle, had a lane, but tell you what, Hebert closed on it pretty quick.
So this brings up a 3rd down from the 31-yard line. This is a big play in the first quarter. 3rd down and 4. Stop them here. You've got a great field goal kicker, as we talked about, but that's still a fairly long field goal in high school. It'd be 48 yards. Barbera gives it up the middle, and he looks like he's got the first down. Looks like the officials.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be close.
5 yards. They already called it. Yep.
All right, you got a good vantage point there.
Takes it up the middle for a 3-yard gain. Tackle number 99 on top.
Ball control.
First down.
Drive. You think maybe Coach was saying, saw that ball kick off and said, all right, I got to take some clock off.
8:04 remaining here in the first. First down from the 26. Barbera squats, gives it to number 25. I think that's Lee.
Yeah. Samuel Gode. He kept his legs moving. You always want to see that. When you get the ball, they make contact with him right around after a 1-yard game, but he kept those legs moving, kept
it was actually
pumping.
Jonathan Lee, who's a linebacker.
Oh, is it? Okay.
But they let him play some running back. I was on the field earlier today, and Stan was telling me that they were going to let him run the ball. They said when he runs the ball, he's a difference maker. And he went right up the middle for 6 yards.
Gotcha.
Well, Edie White's quarterback gets low. The running backs stay low. It's hard to see him pre-snap. Gives it up to number 6. Looks like he picks up 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 1. That's Carter Douglas for the pickup of 3.
Douglas up the middle.
You know, that interior line at Vanderbilt, they're giving in a little bit. They're giving them just enough yards. But I have a feeling they're flexing a little bit because they don't want them hit that outside.
Right.
But, I mean, Edie White's just so good at running this offense.
Yeah, I mean, that's an offense you just don't see often. You know, it's not pro style. And, you know, it's just hard to they play hide the ball a little bit. Another pickup for 4 yards by Douglas, and that's enough for Edie White first down. Moves the chains down to about the 13-yard line. First down and 10.
Come right here around the 5-yard line, Steve. We're going to see what happens. Oh, they got him to flinch. But he got back.
No flag.
He got back.
Yeah. Normally when they give him the flinch, you just kind of try and snap the ball real quick. They were just looking to see what defense was doing. Called the play from the sidelines. Barbera takes the snap. Hands it off up the middle. Again to Douglas. This time he's stuffed.
Oh, that
after
is
about got 2 yards on it, but he was stuffed.
How about Corbin Falco? He was on that play.
Douglas on the
He played a great. He played a great defense right there, but just staying at home.
Yep.
And watching his reads, and he wasn't fazed by it.
Yeah, this is all about gap control against an offense like this. You know, you've got to stick with your assignment. Can't get confused. You got to keep your eyes where they're supposed to be. Barbera with a pass out to the right side. It looks like Edie White is in the end zone. That is a pin injury. That's the first attempt. Yep, he takes it on the left side, and he doesn't get touched until he gets to the end zone. In Guidry, 13 or 11-yard touchdown pass from Barbera.
That was a well-designed play. Caught him right on the edge, and I had a lot of room. Set him up with all the runs.
Nice kick all the way to the fence.
Those extra points are really going to be very important and crucial. Now, what is Coach Lassane going to do in the next kickoff?
You know, I think he's going to let him kick it deep. I mean, you know, you don't want to. I don't know that you want to keep it away from Coleman. I mean, even the best return guys, it's hard for Lightning to strike twice. I just think they're better off keeping their. I mean, he's got the leg to kick to the end zone. I just think you got to try that because you don't want Coleman. You don't want to give Coleman an opportunity. If he earns it and catches it and runs it, one thing. You don't want to give it to him like he did on the last one.
That was a long drive. It ate up some clock too.
It did. We're down to 5:24. We're a little over halfway through. It's 7-6 Cardinals.
Powell kicking off for the Cardinals.
But, you know, I'm looking. Coleman's at the 10-yard line. Guidry's at the 10-yard line. We'll see what happens.
Two good athletes.
Yeah. I don't think Guidry has a return, man. He's a little long and lanky. But, yeah, there you go.
That's out the end zone.
That's the way to neutralize a Jalen Coleman. You just kick it out the end zone. That's. I don't know if he just mishit the first one.
Yeah, maybe
deserves, you know. But he learned his lesson. He kicked that one out the end zone.
I mean,
now he's going to make Coleman earn it with 11 guys looking right at him in a normal set.
Kid's got a rocket.
Yeah, that's
rocket foot. There's no doubt about it.
They got a little bit of wind in the stadium, and it is behind him in this quarter. But, you know, you could tell from that kick he didn't need the wind. That landed 8 yards deep in the end zone. Now you got Chestnut lined up in the shotgun with Coleman to his right. Calls for the snap, sticks to Coleman, throws it out to Guidry. Picked up about 6 yards.
That's a nice first down pass to the outside.
Absolutely, you know, and that's the difference in these two teams. Edie White is known for their running game. Vandebilt has a running game, but they sprinkle in a whole lot more passes. And keep people honest on Coleman. You've got to throw the ball. You open up Coleman's running game.
Well, you got to loosen those linebackers up. Edie White's got some very aggressive linebackers.
They do. And Martin, you remember you played so long ago. I think you played when it was all in black and white. But you used to run to set up the pass. Now you pass to set up the run.
Yeah,
there you go.
It's a whole lot different.
Coleman with a first down up to the 31-yard line.
We used to have to deal with Blake McDonald and Jeff Lindley and all those guys. It was pretty tough for Edie White.
Hey.
But the weight programs are so much better now.
Yeah, they are. These guys are bigger and stronger, I can tell you. And you know,
faster.
Injuries happen, but they really go through these workout programs a lot of times to prevent injuries. You know, they have such different technique. Chestnut back, that looks like it's a low high.
Yeah, now we got away from it. Yeah.
Yep.
They're trying to get out in those flats.
Throwing to Tyler Johnson, just threw that a little bit too high. Brings up second down and 10.
And on a little crisp night like it is, it takes those quarterbacks a little while to get
loose.
Going against the wind, too.
Yeah, he is. Chestnut in the shotgun, Coleman off to his left. And takes a snap, hands it off to Coleman. Oh, no, he keeps it around the left side. Edie White with great defense.
Yeah.
Chestnut lost yardage on that. 2 guys off the edge for Edie White.
Michael John Sternfels was one of them. He got to him first.
Yeah, great discipline. Because I tell you, I thought he handed it off to Coleman. I mean, I really did.
Luke Trotty got that, too. Yeah, I think you had the sense that they knew Coleman was going to get a touch.
Yep. So, but they kept their discipline, and that's good linebacker play. Now Vandebilt in an obvious passing. They got 5 wide. Chestnut calls for the ball. Looks over the middle.
Wide open.
Throws it out to a
What a great play.
Absolutely.
What a design play.
And look, picked up 13 yards for a first down to number 16, Henri Lepere.
Henri. Taking after his dad. Jacques Lepere, who was a good athlete at Vandebilt. Steve, I had a chance to coach his dad in the 8th grade when I was still at Nichols.
Oh, yeah?
I got to coach the 8th grade basketball team at Vandebilt, and Jacques was a heck of an athlete. He's our point guard, like you were back in the day.
I was a shooting guard in a point guard's body. Chestnut with a pass to Lepere again, picks up 4.
Well, you notice what they're doing different in this game than they did in the first game. They are working intermediate. They're trying to neutralize these linebackers.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. They are passing to set up that run. You know they're going to hit Coleman sooner or later with those linebackers overlooking Coleman into the backfield at Chestnut's eyes. You know, this is where coaching matters.
Here we go. Look.
Coleman takes a direct snap. Chestnut blocks in the hole. Oh, and he picked up. Doesn't look like he picked up 1 yard on that. Good defense by Edie White.
Jack Strish got in there first.
Yeah, they didn't. They wasn't buying that. Very well coached on that defensive side of the ball.
And number 4, Luke.
Staying in their gaps. You know, they're going to have to really loosen him up for the passing game and get him loose later. But, you know, that's what the second half is for. You play the first half to set up your second half sometimes.
Edie White crowds in it. Vandebilt crowds in it.
Yeah, you can tell the difference in offense. Vandebilt's been in the shotgun, and every snap, Edie White's been under center. Oh, just a little bit behind the throw to number 86, Corey Bourgeois, who's a freshman, but he was open and just threw it a little bit behind him.
Well,
Chestnut does have a good arm.
Yeah, credit the pressure on that. It made Chestnut throw it a little faster than he wanted to. And they said hello to Chestnut in the backfield. So there you go, that aggressive. And they had a little talking going on after this play. So it's a rivalry.
Yeah, I'm surprised, Mark. I wouldn't have thought that after watching the first game.
Yeah.
All right, Ramirez on the punt. And, he didn't get the bounce he was looking for. Vandebilt's able to pick the ball up on the 36 after a short punt. Only about a 30-yard punt, maybe 27 yards.
Edie White has a good field position here, Steve.
All right, Martin, if you don't mind, we're going to go over a few of our sponsors for this game to make this broadcast possible. We have Infinity Energy Services, Sharp Athletics, Trap Cadillac Chevrolet, and we are back to the field. Barbera with a handoff up the middle, a nice gain of about 8 yards.
Douglas on the carry gains 8 on that play.
Yeah, they are working the interior.
They're working Douglas hard. That's his 6th carry already. He seems to be the workhorse at the running back position. Barbera fakes it. He looks like he's going to throw the ball deep. He's going to throw deep to number 1, and that is incomplete.
Excellent coverage, Steve, on that play.
It was good coverage. A few Chase knocked in. A few people thought that, did he drop a flag and I missed it?
I don't know. Robert Sandoff had pretty good coverage. I'm right here. I didn't see anything.
Oh, what? Did he?
I don't know. Maybe in the replay you can see it. I can't see the replay up there.
I'm looking. I was looking at the referee. They did call pass interference, and I don't know if that was a reaction to the crowd's reaction. But you're right. You're right there. That's just bump and run coverage.
15 yards for a pass interference.
But they got it.
You don't want to see that on either side because let them play.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. This crew's going to call it tight. They're starting the game off a little bit tight.
Yeah, I definitely didn't see any.
But I'm going to tell you this. So the official who dropped that flag was the official from the middle of the field, not the official right on the sideline where the play happened.
Right next to me. Okay.
Yeah, so that's, all right. Pitch out to the left side, and that's a 3-yard pickup for number 29, who is not on my roster.
Yeah, let's see. I got
it. His second carry.
Gavin Gailey.
Tackled by number 8, Josiah Johnson.
Were you talking about on the tackle?
No.
Oh, 20. Okay, I didn't see it.
29.
I'll check
the running back, the 39.
39. Yes, 39.
It's 39. I don't have him either.
That's a Landon Babin.
Okay, so that's Landon Babin. And there goes Barbera, and he gets smacked, but after a 15-yard pickup.
Right at about the 21-yard line, 22-yard line.
Yeah, that's actually about a 16, 17-yard pickup. Yep. Great job for Barbera.
Hey, right now, Eddie White is owning Vandebilt's interior. Let's just call it the way it is. They are pushing them off the football right now, and you're seeing they're giving their running back some space to go.
Yeah, and look, their balance is a little inside and outside rather than running and passing. They're just running it in and out, in and out. This one goes right up the middle, and it looks like he's going to have a nice gain on first down, 5-yard pickup.
Well, Boudreaux put a good stick on him. So did, let's see, number 1 for Vanderbilt, Xavier Moses.
Jonathan Lee on the
2 good licks.
5 on the play. Tackle number 0.
Yeah, you can see Boudreaux at the bottom, hitting up at the bottom of that pile. Got him good, but it's after a 5-yard pickup. He's second down and 5 from the 17-yard line. And that is the man. That first quarter flew by, Martin.
Yeah, it did.
I tell you.
Now I'm going to get my exercise. Oh, here's where the fun begins.
All the way down to the other end of the field. Barton Falls getting track work in.
Haven't had track work in a long time.
I would say it's obvious, but I don't want to do that to you on TV, Martin.
That's all right. You just did.
All right, let's go back and look at a few more of our sponsors who made this possible. We have Terrebonne Ford, Lincoln, and Barker Mazda. We have Barker Honda. Terrebonne General Health Systems, Community Sports Institute. HTV 10. Thanks again to all the sponsors who made this possible. You know, this is so important to our community. You know, we've had enough issues in our community over the last few years between COVID and storms and other things, and you know, this is just a feel-good moment to have these two teams this deep in the playoff playing each other. And it's just good to see this rivalry just continues year after year.
Oh, you're right. It's good for the whole area. It's been a long time since we saw, except for baseball, right? We saw these teams go deep in the playoffs, and especially playing against each other. And a lot of people think the winner out of this one's going to have a pretty good shot at going all the way.
Absolutely. They'll play a number 7 Leesville Wampus Cats in the next round, who won by default. All right. We have a pitch to the outside. That's Lee, number 25. Looks like he picked up a few. Not sure it's enough for the first down. I think they're going to be 3rd and 1 coming up.
Yeah.
13. Yep.
Jonathan Lee around the left side. He gains 4. Tackle number 8.
They're trying to get that outside, and boy, I know. You got to know those Vandebilt coaches are pretty adamant on the other side not to give them the outside.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, a lot of coaches have been upset over the years about that, but hey, you still got to stop them.
Absolutely. All right. Barbera squats, gets the handoff, hands it off up the middle.
He didn't get it. He lost yardage.
Vandebilt, good penetration.
Yeah, he lost
that time by D. Hart, number 67. Just really busted right through the line right there.
Yeah, he lost yardage.
Yeah, he
Big
did.
4th down here.
So now they're playing 4th down. Oh, they gave him the line of scrimmage, so it looks like it's still 4th and 1.
Yeah.
1.5.
I thought he got a good spot.
I'm telling you, he got a good spot. So you got Barbera. Big play here for both sides of the ball right here. You got Barbera. Oh, looks like somebody might have called a timeout. Vandebilt Catholic calls a timeout.
Timeout, Terriers.
Is it cat and mouse? Were they do? No, they snapped the ball, so maybe they're not. Wasn't just trying to get Vandebilt to waste timeout, which are so very important in these football games. But this is a big play. And, you know, this is where, Martin, when you're Edie White, everybody's expecting you to run the ball. Is this where you pop one in the end zone to a tight end, streaking free because everybody's looking in the backfield?
All right, if I'm betting in Vegas, I'm betting that Kyle Lassane will hand off the ball.
I'm not saying I'm not betting with you on that. I'm just saying if you wanted to throw everybody off, this is the perfect passing situation.
Look, it's got him to the dance so many times, right?
No, you're right. You stick with your strength.
It's got him to the dance. As far as a coach, you want to go against your tendencies, but, you know, when you really sit there and look at it, you go, well, no, this one got me to the dance, but let's see if he sticks with what got him to the dance.
Yep. Good.
Oh, they loaded up a bear right here.
They are. You got 3 guys in the backfield with Barbera. And Barbera goes straight up the middle, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line, 8-yard line.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sure they saw that one coming. I mean, he's generally going to turn and hand it. Boy, he just followed his big center hole right up the middle. Nobody was playing over the nose, which I find is odd. But, you know, they were looking at gaps instead of playing straight up. So.
Let me say this about Barbera. When he hits that hole, he's quick.
He was, but you know, from this vantage point, there was no hole. He just went straight. Straight behind the center. Nobody was over the center.
It looked like it from here.
This time he pitches out to the right, number 9, who had cut it back, and he is met at the 6-yard line.
Number 8
by number 8, Josiah Johnson. Picked up 2. It looked like he was going to go all the way, but I think that was Logan Email on the outside who turned him back in. Right into Johnson, and Johnson was able to corral him at the 6.
Yeah, Josiah did a good job.
He did. 2nd and goal on the 6.
Yeah, Email the corner really boxed him. So
it's some tight one-on-one out here on the outside for the receiver.
Barbera takes it back up the middle, and he got smacked at the 1. Looks like he didn't get in. I'm not sure who hit him, but boy, he had an opening, and he got smacked. Let's see, number 1, I can't tell who came up in the backside, but somebody got him.
Yeah, it definitely looked like Sonji got in there. No, Fairchild got in there. But I'm impressed by Grant. He runs the ball hard, and he didn't go down easily.
No, he does not. And this time
he didn't make it.
So they're going to face another 4th and short.
That's a big, all 4th downs are big, but you think he's going to go with the same one that got him the first down?
Well, you know, Martin, I guess it depends on where Vandebilt lines up. I think on the half-yard line, you don't leave the center uncovered. They got their linebackers right up on the center this time, so tight coverage on the outside. You know, last time it was wide open. Looks like Edie White might be calling a timeout. They want to discuss a couple things. You know, it's all about, you know, when you get up to that line of scrimmage and you look, that might have even been an audible on that last one where he made the first down, just knowing no one was in front of him. But this time you had 2 linebackers right on that side of the center. You're not going to run right up the middle on that line. All right, looks like we're going to do a couple more sponsors. Sharp Athletics, see them across your screen. Trap Cadillac Chevrolet. Infinity Energy Services. Terrebonne General Health Systems. Community Sports Institute. Terrebonne Ford, Lincoln, and Barker Mazda. We also have Barker Honda.
Yeah, I want to thank all those sponsors, and thank you, Steve, with South Louisiana Bank for helping us out. All these sponsors helping us out. We're also doing the CCA games, so they're doubling up on these games so that we can get these kids some recognition.
Absolutely, and thank you for asking us to do it, and it was my pleasure to be here. All right, Barbera takes a snap, hands it off to Lee. Lee busts through the right side. Oh, we got a flag on the play. And it's the referee waving it off. Generally, false start.
Legal
calling for a false start on E.D. White. You know, when the guy in the white hat does it, raise his arms, you can hit through the flag. You know it's coming back, so it looks like they're going to bring in the field goal unit.
Yeah, Ty Powell. Oh, that's a killer. Oh, man.
That is a killer.
I guarantee you. I wouldn't get too close to Kyle Sang right now.
You know, that's an 8-point game that will probably now be a 4-point game with 8:58 left in the half. Let's see, he's got a little bit of an angle. And the snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. He is one heck of a kicker. I mean, it's no doubters. It's not like it's barely clearing upright. He really drills it.
Yeah, he is excellent high school kicker. He's been like that for 4 years. He was kicking as a freshman.
Yeah, these guys.
I remember seeing him as a freshman saying, man, look at the technique he's got. He's poised, but, you know, the best thing about a freshman, what Al McGuire said one time, right?
Yeah.
They become a sophomore. Then they become a junior. Then they become a senior.
And, you know, now these guys come out in their specialists. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know for a fact that he's a soccer player. But, you know, these guys that come out now have played soccer for so long, you know, a long time ago. You know, whoever could kick the farthest and you were kicking straight on. You know, now these guys are specialists in high school. You don't have to be a specialist in college. They're in high school. They're specialists. They're learning that. They're coming in. I think a lot of high schools, their kickers are freshmen. They come out of those soccer programs with good legs, and they develop it.
Now, Steve, if you're Vandebilt right here, I would think you got to get something going for a little bit of confidence.
Pooch kick out of bounds. I don't understand it. Maybe it's because he's into the wind this time, and they didn't want to take that chance. But
I don't know.
But that was obviously a Pooch kick on purpose, and that went out of bounds at about the 32. So I'm not sure if they're going to take it at 35 or 40 or make him kick it again. They're declining the penalty, so they're going to take the ball at the 35.
You think at this point that he tests that secondary again?
You know, they threw the ball a lot on the last series, but it's who they are. I don't think they're going to stop testing the secondary until they see it opening up for Coleman where those linebackers aren't playing so close. I just think they're going to keep throwing the ball. They've had success all year throwing the ball. I mean, they will hand it off occasionally, but I think they're going to keep throwing. There you go. He takes a snap, and he's back.
Go run it.
Take off, run it. No,
he flipped it out of bounds.
Yeah,
he
threw it out of bounds. Yeah. But, you know, it's just who Vanderbilt's been this year. They've thrown the ball a lot compared to where they have been in the past.
86 is incomplete.
And, you know, with a running back like Coleman, he could pop it at any time. They're just trying to loosen him up. But Guidry's a big receiver on the edge.
And fast.
They have hit him on the slant. You can see you got inside leverage by the cornerback, number 8, because they know that slant play is his thing. This time they give it to Coleman up the middle, and he's able to pick up 4 yards. So that leaves a 3rd and 6.
Watch that little flat route. If they don't go through it again, they hit it 3 times earlier.
Yep.
Let's see if they go back to that. To at least get the first down and get the chains moving. You got Sandoff coming in too. Good athlete.
Yeah, Sandoff is a very good athlete. He was a running back, and now he's playing defensive back, but they're bringing him in. Chestnut got it in a very strange formation. He hands through. Didn't get it. Faked the handoff to the outside, took it up the middle, Looks like it's going to be about 4th and 3. I can't see him going for it on their own 41.
Yeah, Ethan Henney in there.
Oh, that was Henney.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's the big junior quarterback.
He was pretty effective. He was effective on that first game they had.
He was. He ran the ball well, and he threw the short routes very well.
But you know, Coach Lassane probably said it right. Henney gets in.
Yep.
We
Crowd him.
spy him.
Yeah, they're going to crowd him, too. All right. Got Ramirez in the punt. Snap back. Got that little sideways thing going. And got a fair catch down at the 21 or 22. I don't know where they go. It looks like the 22-yard line.
I think I'm going to stay here at around the 35-yard line in Vandebilt territory. Because until Vandebilt stops that drive, Eddie White's been pretty methodical on these drives. Don't be surprised if they test them up top again.
Yeah, you know, look, Vanderbilt's got all 11 guys inside of 7 yards right now. And they handed it off up the middle. Got a great crease. Douglas picks up about 12 yards on that one.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
I mean, until they stop you, I agree with you. But Douglas is definitely their workhorse. He's got about 40 yards so far through a quarter and a half of football. Barbera takes the snap, gives it to Lee up the middle, and looks like he's going to get about, well, they might give him the first down on this. Yep, they're giving him the first down. He picked up 10.
You know, it's coming too easy at this point. It's chunk yardage. They get chunk yardage. The clock's running too. They're running the football. And that's the biggest thing that could demoralize the defense if you keep going at them like that. They're getting chunk yardage.
Absolutely. Back up the middle of Douglas. Oh, no. Barbera kept it.
Well, he did a good job.
Yeah, he did. He stole me.
Yeah, he did a good job of pulling that out at the last minute. He read his option, and at the last minute he pulled that out, stuck it up.
He picks up 7. It's going to be 2nd and 3 from right past midfield at the 49.
I'm impressed with Barbera. I can't say it enough.
He's playing a good game.
Yeah, he's a solid quarterback.
Oh, he pitched that one. All right. Finally got one, and that's Babin. On the right side on the pitch, it looks like it's going to bring 3rd and 1 from the 47. A big third down right here for both teams. 10-6, 5:30 left in this first half. Eddie White scores here. It's going to put a lot of pressure on Vandebilt. Vandebilt gets a stop. They got a chance to go ahead before halftime.
Well, and with that kind of methodical thing, you want to keep it to one score.
Absolutely. He gives it to him up the middle. That's Douglas. That's the workhorse, and he picks up 2. It's a hard-fought 2, but it's enough for a first down for Eddie White. Moving the chains. They're at the 45-yard line with 5:04 left.
All
right, they moved the chains again. You know, I'm going to wander over to the Vanderbilt side a little while, but it's pretty much business as usual here on the Eddie White sideline. Yeah, I mean, they walking around here like, okay, we know what we got to do. And I'm sure much the same on the other side, but they got to find some answers on the Vanderbilt side for this running game.
Well, yeah, they're not stopping it. I mean, you've got another handoff up the middle for 6 yards. 2nd and 4, they're staying ahead of the chain, ahead of the game. You know, you don't want to be in 2nd and 3rd and long, and they haven't been in 2nd, 3rd and long in a very long time. I mean, I would tell you, Eddie White's offense is that they're doing exactly what they want to do.
Well, Steve, it's no secret, too. I mean, Eddie White's done it for years. They work in the clock. They work in the turf. And until Vanderbilt shuts them down, it's going to be this all night long.
Barbera with a pass up the middle, and it is caught.
That's a good catch.
Wow.
Ben Guidry. Nice grab. He caught that right off the turf.
He did. I didn't think he kept it, but he backwards to it. But it was an outstanding catch. And I think they caught Vanderbilt sleeping, caught that guy get in the seam. Injury was in the seam, and our Barbera pulled it back and threw a nice strike. So now they're down on the 20, so they're in the red zone with 3.5 minutes left. First and 10. Handoff of Douglas, the workhorse. He picks up about 6 again.
Xavier Moses saved the touchdown, because if he don't make that tackle, I mean, it's wide open.
Yep, absolutely. That was a really nice tackle, but, you know, he jumped on him 5 yards past. So, you know, Edie White, excellent blocking up front. They pushed to the right. It was a counter play to the left, hand off to the left, and picked up a nice gain. Barbera with the snappy hand. He pitches it out to the outside. At the horse collar. Without a doubt, you knew that was coming.
He was on it. That's a great play by Puka.
Yeah, outstanding, but just couldn't get his hands around him, so he grabbed the back of his jersey.
Yeah, it was a great play. Closed on it beautifully, but then, you just make that hustle play, and I'm sure he didn't intend to do it, but it's going to cost him dearly. He read it beautifully.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Carriers are penalized half the distance to the goal. Personal foul.
That was 39, Babin.
All right, so now they are deep in Vandebilt territory. And this is, you know, I got to say it, Edie White's on the trenches tonight.
Yeah, I mean, if you would look at the stats, I mean, I'm keeping some light stats, but I mean, Edie White's dominated this football game so far. I mean, Vanderbilt has a score on the opening kickoff, but hasn't really done much after that. A few first downs here and there. But Edie White's done what they wanted on offense, ball control. They're running the clock right here. It's 10-6, 2:24 left, and they're just letting it go down. 30-second clock's down to, well, whatever it is now, 35-second clock down to 13. Barbera with the snap, hands it off to Lee. Vanderbilt, good defense. Boudreaux riding his back. That's no gain or 1 yard maybe.
But let me say this, Steve. A lot of people go, man, what's so sophisticated about this offense that you can't stop them? They got so many options.
They do.
On it. It looks like it's easy to stop, but it's not.
No.
Because you got to have guys at all positions. You got about 3 or 4 options, you know, along the way. And he could spread them out or go right off tackle or go right behind the center. So you really just got to man the ship. And every man's got to make a play on defense and beat that guy, or else they will find a flaw.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's just, you know, now in high school it's turned to much more of a pro-style offense. So it's what you see week in and week out. So the offense that Edie White runs, you have to be specially prepared for that on the weeks you play them. It's just it's not the base pro style offense. Out of this, you see shotgun all the time with most teams, you know, and this is just different. South Terrebonne runs this exact offense, and you know that's always been their philosophy. I've seen Edie White go in and out of offenses based on their personnel. South Terrebonne, it seems like that's all they run, and it's because it's hard to stop. Until sometimes you get deep in the playoffs with very good defensive teams, but right now, until they're stopped, why not?
Big play.
Barbera to Douglas up the middle. Douglas is going to take it in for the... No, he did not.
No, he's just short.
The half-yard line. It sure looked like he got in, but...
up the middle, he gained 5+ yards.
Yeah, they held him right at the end, so it brings up another third down from around the exact point they were last time.
Sonji got his feet at about the 3, and he was stumbling forward, but a few people got to him right at the goal line.
Steve, you ought to be down here on that vantage point, man. You could, you know, I know an old guy like you want to sit up there in the chair and you know, enjoy yourself, but you're probably drinking hot cocoa. And I want to thank our sponsors again for helping us out. How's CCA doing? Do we know?
I don't know. I could text Brett Dutu and ask him how CCA is doing.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, Brett, they're playing over at Nicholls State University, which is a really nice field. And Brett and I were talking today. Brett works with me over at South Louisiana Bank, and he's done this a few times with me. And he was making fun of me because we're sitting outside, And I told him how cold it would be. And, Nichols has that big, nice press box, and he's going to be inside in the heat. Well, he just texted me, and he's outside. So I don't know that he was dressed or prepared. But it looks like CCA is down to Wichita Christian 3-0 in the second quarter right now.
Okay.
So that's all stuff. A tight game, 3-0. I don't know if the time.
Washington's so big, I'm hoping CCA could wear them down.
Yeah. CCA's got some great athletes. They don't have a ton of size, but man, they've got some good athletes. Barbera looks like he's in for the score.
Yeah.
Yep. Referee on the far side. Got in. So touchdown Barbera on a 1-yard run.
You know one thing about Barbera, too? I love to watch people's mannerisms. He got a little moxie with him.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
He's playing with some confidence tonight.
Yeah,
you know, the last game, I mean, it was 21-14, and he didn't seem this confident in the last one. And Mr. Automatic kicks it through for a 16-6, 10-point lead with 1:37 left in the half. Or 17-6, I'm sorry. You know, Mark, Vandebilt's in a tough spot right now.
Yeah, they are.
You get the ball and you don't advance it very far, and you got a choice to make. You get in there and you go 3 and out real quick and have to punt the ball back to Edie White. You know, they can start to take some chances. But you also don't want to sit on it. I mean, this could be the last game you play. So, you know, they're going to have to make something happen. You don't want to be, you know, they're already down 11. You'd like to go in down a whole lot less than that, but they're gonna have to make it happen themselves.
So let's just, once again, we're going to call it the way it is. Edie White's owned this first half.
Absolutely, Edie White.
I mean, they have owned the line of scrimmage, and unless some changes or they make some adjustments or whatever, I mean, that has been the tail of the first half, besides that, just that long kickoff right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think, well, look, he pooched it again out of bounds, so Vandebilt will get it in good field position. I mean, you're going to take some chances, even if they had to punt. If it's a decent punt, you should be okay, but you've got to make something happen. I have Coleman right now for 1 brush for 6 yards. That is not what you would expect.
You know what that kick just told me? That Kyle is saying, said, all right, I'm going to kick it out of bounds, and we're going to give you some field position, but we don't think you can score on our defense.
Right. Well, he's going to have to kick it again.
There they go. They're going to kick it.
5 yards and we'll re-kick.
So let's see what happens here.
They got, see where they're placing Coleman. Coleman's deep. He's on the left side, obviously kicking it to Guidry on the right, unless these guys are going to flip-flop. But
now, Steve, on that previous play where they tried to hit Vanderbilt's wide receiver down the middle where Chestnut was being rushed and his guy was open. Watch if they don't come back to that, because that route was open.
Yeah. And Chestnut, he's had a little bit of pressure, but he has had time to throw the ball. I mean, you know, pressure's one thing, and they whips it down there. Looks like Coleman's going to get his shot. He picks it up on the 8, got ahead of steam, and he is, well, up to the 32. So a good gamble by Edie White that time.
Yeah, they did a much better job this time of stick it in their lane.
Absolutely. So, yeah, so it's a minute 30.
I'm seeing John Daigle down here while I'm announcing. I might need my neck cracked somewhere in the first half.
I mean, you can send him up here. I'm good with that, too. Come on, send him this way.
Yeah, there you go. He's making sure the players are staying in good shape. All right, let's see. We got about a minute 30 left.
All right, typical formation, shotgun. You got Coleman to the Edie White side of the field. They hand it off to him, and a great stop by number 14.
That was passing. Cooper passing.
Coleman on the carry, lost a 4.
Oh, he shot out of there like a cannon.
Cooper Passman.
Man, like he was unblocked, and that's the risk you run. So
he's a senior.
You got a minute and 6 left, minute and 5. Vanderbilt looking over the sidelines. They're going to have to do something. I mean, it's not a good look to do nothing here. You got to want to score. I mean, you got to push the ball down the field, even if you have to punt. Edie White, so it's not, I wouldn't call their offense explosive. You got to take some chances. So they give it back to Coleman. Looks like he's going to pick up about 6. 40 seconds left. Vandebilt doesn't have any timeouts remaining.
On the right side, game 6.
Yeah, throw a deep ball or something.
They're going to at least have to throw for
I don't care which side you want. I mean, if you're Edie White, you got to lead. You run out the clock, but if you're Vandebilt, you know.
There's a 4-second differential between the game clock and the play clock. It looks like they're perfectly content to let it run down and run one more play. I don't know if they're going to try and hit a home run here, but Edie White safeties are 25 yards off the ball, and the corners are 15 yards off the receivers. So this looks like it could be the last play of the half. It goes to Coleman, and he's down. Edie White is not going to call a timeout, and we have reached halftime here at Cardinal Stadium. It is Edie White 17, Vandebilt Catholic 6.
I think what Vandebilt wants to do is talk about it. Obviously, he wants to make some adjustments, and he's going to check it out. And so I'm going to be going up to the press box, Steve, on the other side, because we gave Robbie Bauer a stick. He wanted an HTV stick.
Okay.
And the man's been so genuine to us this week that he got one of the official sticks. So I'm going to go do a little interview up there, and I'm going to turn it back up to you.
All right. Well, Edie White is going to get the ball first at half, after the half, and that's going to be a big deal to see the tone that Vanderbilt's defense comes out with, and to see if Edie White is just going to continue to try and dominate that line of scrimmage. All right, we have Edie White's dance team getting ready to take the field, and I think we have the band is a mixed band with Edie White and Vandebilt on the other side. They're going to be performing together.
We welcome the Edie White Cardinalettes under the direction of Captain Addison Calabro and co-captains Elena Robertson and Anna Wagestad.
So we're going to go ahead and focus on the Cardinalettes and the band for halftime, and I will be back in a few.
Good luck, ladies. Your music is on. For your continued halftime entertainment, the Cardinal Vanguard and the Terrier Regiment will now present a special halftime presentation to kick off the Christmas season. The two bands will perform Santa Claus is Coming to Town and Sleigh Ride. Drum majors are Clinus LaBeouf and Jessica Trahan. Drum majors Clinus LaBeouf and Jessica Trahan. Is the band ready to perform? Terrier Regiment and Cardinal Vanguard, you may enter the field for your performance. Ladies and gentlemen, the Terrier Regiment and the Edie White Cardinal Vanguard. At this time, we wish to recognize the Cardinal Vanguard on its fantastic marching season. The Vanguard started off strong, competing in the U.S. Bands competition at Central Lafourche High School, where they had the highest score of the competition and won outstanding visual, percussion, auxiliary, and general effect. Next up, for the first time in over 30 years, they competed at the Bands of America competition in Birmingham, Alabama. They were a Bands of America finalist, finishing second place in Class A and 11th overall. The Vanguard received first place in its class and third overall at Northwestern's Classic on the Cane in Natchitoches. To finish the season, they traveled to McNeese State University to compete in the inaugural LMEA State Marching Festival. The Vanguard was awarded first place auxiliary, percussion, music, visual, and general effect, and they were named the Class 3C State Champions. Ladies and gentlemen, the Edie White Cardinal Vanguard. The Vanguard would like to give special shout out to the band parents who dedicate many hours helping out with the program. We also wish to recognize the directors, Ms. Lana Degg, Mr. Brad Adams, Mr. Quinn Morrow, Mr. Keith Leday, Ms. Olivia Adamance.
And we are back here at Edie White High School, Edie White Catholic High School, I should say, for the Edie White Cardinals and Vandebilt Catholic High Terriers. It is 17-6 at halftime. We had a little discussion at the break, Martin and I, about Edie White has just dominated this first half. Their offense has done what they wanted. Their defense has played extremely well, holding Jalen Coleman to about 8 yards rushing. Chestnut only has a few completions. Vanderbilt's offense has not gotten off the start. Their lone touchdown came on a opening kick return for a touchdown from Coleman, which is an outstanding run. They have not been able to get anything done after that, and Edie White has just played ball control and has pretty much moved the ball up and down the field as they wanted to.
All right, making my way back down, Steve. It's a long hike, you know.
It is a long hike, Martin.
Got to spend a little time with Robbie Myers and Steve Ben and his crew, and it was nice to go up there. It's so hospitable here at Edie White. I appreciate them treating a Vanderbilt guy like this.
Yeah, I was going to say, you didn't wear your blue shirt. You're not out represent. Here it comes. This is all about Terrebonne and tonight. All of your viewers are from this area, and it's just a good place to be.
Well, let me say this: when my mama, the predecessor school, she went to Mount Carmel. All my aunts went to Mount Carmel. All my cousins went to Edie White. Some of my cousins taught at Edie White. So when we were playing Edie White, and I went to my mom and papa's, which was about 1,000 feet away from this stadium, it wasn't that bad because, I thought my cousins were pretty nice people. So I said, well, Edie White can't be that bad.
Yeah.
So, but back in my day, it was a great rivalry.
It is.
I talked to Blake McDonald a little while ago, and that was some super football games we had, but, we didn't like them till we got to college.
Right. I have a lot of friends from Edie White after graduation. And I have an appreciation for both schools, as the bishop at one time had appointed me to the diocesan school board, and I became president of that school board, and that's represent all Catholic schools, not just the high schools, but all of the Catholic schools. But, so I've had to do a lot of stuff with both high schools and the Central Catholic in Morgan City, but it just gives you a different perspective. They're just both good fan bases. They get good support, good sponsorships. These kids come out, and we talked about it on your show on Tuesday. They do become friends. They remember these names. They'll be able to talk about this forever.
Well, and the thing is, you learn. What the coaches were telling you way back in the day was not true. and they really, there's so many good people at both of these schools. And I just walked up in the Edie White crowd for a while before. Just now, they're so nice. They just, and they're both sides, Vanderbilt and Edie White, they just got players and sons playing on opposite teams. Here we go.
And I know they're thankful for you for giving them this opportunity to keep this forever. As we talked about it. Nice return up to the 30-yard line, but stopped dead in his tracks was number
Trenton
Townsend, but he was stopped pretty good right up the middle by number 50 for Vanderbilt Catholic. That's Trenton Townsend.
Yeah.
Sorry, number 1 was returning the ball.
Number 50.
Stick with me, babe. I'll get you there.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to go through all my notes. You got it on one. I'm trying to do offenses and defense separately. But you're down on the field and you've got a real good look at it.
Patrick Riviere. He's keeping me blessed while I'm down
He
here.
is.
Yes,
Well,
indeed.
you need it, and tell him to throw some up here my way, too, because I'm sure I could use it also, Mark. All right, Barbera hands the ball off up the middle to the workhorse, Douglas. It looks like it's about a 5-yard gain.
Gabe Douglas on that stop.
Yep, he has been the workhorse for this offense. Edie White, once again, 5 yards on first down, staying ahead of the chains. You know, if they don't get penalties, they have stayed ahead of the chains. Penalties has been the only thing that has stopped them tonight. Barbera under center. Takes it. Looked like he was going to throw. Turned it up to run, and he is stopped for a 2-yard gain, which is going to leave a 3rd and short 3. Gives Vandebilt an opportunity to come out. You know, we said it at the right before halftime. When you're up by 11, like Edie White is, you want to score in that first possession. When you're down by 11, you have got to get that stop. You don't want to start in that hole. So there's a big play, 3rd and 3. Barbera looks to the sidelines. Back on the center. And he goes right up the middle, and it looks like he got 4 on a 3rd and 3. Barbera picks up 4, runs right off center. Vandebilt did not have that gap, and that is the first down.
That's good for the Cardinals.
They're doing a good job, Steve, of taking exactly what the defense has given them.
Yep,
and
they are.
I mean, I don't know if they're giving him the ability to read his own things, but it looks like he is.
Yeah, he is in control of this game. And that's a handoff up the middle for 4 on first down. Looked like Douglas to me, and it was.
He gains 4.
Logan Hemel made a good stick, too.
Yeah, Logan's not a real big guy, but, boy, I tell you, he can hit. All right, 9:46 left, 2nd down and 6 for the Cardinals, who are in no hurry.
Just one of those clock running, meticulous offenses, but
it is. And look, Vanderbilt set up for it. If you look, everybody's within 7 yards of the line of scrimmage. They know they're running the football. Oh, good.
Oh, that was a good.
But look, Barbera
breaks tackle.
Outstanding job. And he's not a real big fella, but he was stopped at the line of scrimmage, and he was able to pick up 3 yards, a big 3 yards to make it 3rd and 2. Sonji was in his face and stopped him, but he somehow squirted through.
He does not go down on the first hit.
No, that was a really nice run by Barbera. So you got Lee in the backfield at see what Barbera does, and he does hand it off to Lee right up the middle, and Vandebilt is right there to stop him.
But that was a great play.
Job by Boudreaux and Moses.
Yeah, Boudreaux hit him hard.
No gain. Great play. 4th down and 1 from the 50. If you're Edie White, what are you going to do? It looks like they're going to go to a jumbo-type package and go for it. This is a big play.
Very big.
Vanderbilt's defense stepped up on 3rd. Let's see if they can do it on 4th.
This could be a momentum changer, but
Barbera looking like he might want to try and draw him offside, but nope. Back under center, going to run the play, and up the middle, and he picked up 3. On a 4th and 1, Barbera picks up 3 yards.
3 and 4 yards and a cloud of dust.
Absolutely.
He gains 3.
Good old-fashioned football right there.
That's for another Cardinal first down.
And look, Vanderbilt isn't giving up the 6 and 7 that they were giving up in the first half, but 3 and 4 matters too. You've got to stop them. Barbera calls for the football and hands it off up the middle, and looks like a 4-yard gain.
You know, Vanderbilt's doing a better job of being in their gap.
Yeah, they are.
But they're still not making the initial tackle, which allows extra yardage after the hit.
Right. So they're going to play a 2nd down and 6 from the 43. But look, defense doesn't look tired. They just can't make the stop.
Right.
E.D. White's offensive line is controlling the line of scrimmage. Gobert with the snap. Pitches out to Babin, and great play by Sanji. Great play.
Yeah, Sanji played that absolutely perfect.
Gobert pitches to Babin.
So obviously, they talked about it.
Yep.
And I mean, Boudreaux had the same play in the first half, but he horse-collared it, but he was on it too. So they've obviously practiced this play.
Brings up a 3rd and a long 7, which is where Vanderbilt wants to be. With a 4-seed now, E.D. White is across midfield. You don't have 4-down territory. Barbera back to pass. Looks like he's got somebody deep if he can hit him. And right off of his fingertips.
He was open. It was open.
A beautiful pass. He kind of short-armed it. It looked like it hit him in stride. He just short-armed the ball, but Barbera showing right there, you have got to respect his ability to throw the ball. It was on the money.
What happened is he sort of threw it back to the inside a little bit, so Guidry had to make an adjustment and turn away from it by just ever so subtle.
Right. Yeah,
it made the difference.
From this vantage point, it looked like a great throw. Tough punt. E.D. White throws it straight up in the air, and that ball is fielded at the 16. Well, Martin, we talked about it. Vanderbilt, E.D. White ran 6 minutes off the clock, right at 6 minutes off the clock before that punt. But Vanderbilt got the stop they desperately needed. They have got to score on this first possession to not be behind the time of possession and the ability. I mean, look, E.D. White can run off 6 minutes every time. That's going to be tough to come back.
It's a clock game. There's no doubt about it, especially down, by 11 points at this point. 2-possession game if you go for 2.
Yep. Chestnut in the shotgun. LePeo, low snap. Chestnut picks it up. It looks like he's going to throw the ball deep. And he's got Coleman out there. Coleman threw it a little bit behind him. Gave them the opportunity for number 3. A great stop on Coleman.
But credit Chestnut. The ball was snapped pretty bad.
Low, absolutely.
And he picked it up with one hand like palming a basketball. And he made it the only throw he could make. Coleman was able to work his way out. And maybe this is the life that Vanderbilt needs on this drive, but I'm pretty sure that they got to get something going on this one. They got to establish themselves at this point.
Nice 30-yard pickup. Good throw. A little bit. He would have led him. He would have had the opportunity to have some time to lead him. I think that would have been a touchdown. But wait, we'll take 30 yards. Coleman up the middle, and he rushes for about 7 on his biggest rush of the game. Vanderbilt getting a little momentum. Cross midfield, or right at midfield. Oh, no, I'm sorry, at the 45. They're at the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 3.
Make sure you get those numbers right. You do work at a bank.
Martin, they don't let me play with numbers like that at the bank. They hide me in a corner. Come on, man. You've been there. Chestnut in the shotgun. Over the defense. Snap is back. Fakes it to Coleman. Looks like he's going to throw to Guidry out of the great catch by Guidry.
Got it. That's a beautiful grab.
25-yard gain to Guidry.
That's a beautiful grab. It looks like they're going in that hurry-up offense.
Yeah, he ran it in and out. Beautiful throw and catch.
Yeah, they look like they're trying to put a little pace on their offense. But Guidry's a good athlete.
Guidry's a great athlete, outstanding baseball player, outstanding wide receiver. Big kid, but he's fast, good hands. He adjusted on that ball well.
He's got some good lineage.
Chestnut, low snap. He's going to pick it up, throws it out to, oh my God,
Henny.
Quarterback, Henny, and Henny scored. A 21-yard touchdown pass from Chestnut. Outstanding play to Henny.
What a drive, and I don't know what Vanderbilt told their guys at halftime, but it's not only motivation. They ran some pretty good plays.
They did, and that's a little different offense than we saw in the first half. That's some different types of throws. And now they're going to go for 2 to try to make this just a field goal game. You always check your little card and see if you should go for 1 or 2, and this is one of those times they're going to go for 2. So they're lined up at the 3-yard line. Big play for Vandebilt right here. An outstanding first possession. They scored in a minute and a half, Martin. They didn't do anything in the first half. They got scored in a minute and a half. Changed this momentum. Fakes to Coleman. He throws it out. Oh, my God. He threw it. Threw it a little bit behind LePere, and he wasn't able to turn around and come back to it. But good effort by Chestnut LePere. That's going to leave the score with 4:37 left. Edie White 17 and Vandebilt 12.
Nonetheless, it gives them some hope. It gives them some confidence. And so we've seen a little bit change of momentum here. So now, what does Edie White do when they get the ball? We'll wait and see. The little gamesmanship looks like it's going to develop here.
Yeah. All right, Martin, we can't have this without thanking our sponsors again. Those first sponsor up is Infinity Energy Services, Sharp Athletics, Trapp Cadillac Chevrolet, Terrebonne Ford, Lincoln, and Barker Mazda, and Barker Honda. And we are back to the field.
Jennings and Knockham back deep for the Cardinals.
Of course, our prayers go out to the Trapp family, Trapp Chevrolet, and Elise, who's, of course, been battling an illness, and she's doing good, battling hard. So our prayers are with her.
Oh, great stop on the 31-yard line.
That's 53 again. You know who that is. He's always a Fairchild. He's always around.
Takes it to the 32-yard line.
That was Chase Knockan on the return, and man, he got smacked when he crossed that 30-yard line. Good thing he was able to hold on to the ball. He got hit kind of high. Those are the types of balls that get fumbled, go straight up in the air and recovered and run back for a touchdown. All right, Edie White going to try and make a statement after a long drive at the beginning of this half that didn't result in anything but a punt.
Student body left.
Oh, Vanderbilt's defense is Boudreaux. Wow, Boudreaux spun him around. Did not
credit Fairchild.
Yeah.
Credit Fairchild for blowing that play up.
He blew it up before when Boudreaux got him. He spun him around.
Oh, yeah.
No horse collar, but boy, he spun him good.
But a kid's a farmer, man. He's been in the rodeo before.
He has. Great play.
He grew up he still lives on a farm. Tommy Boudreaux got him working. Kid knows what work is. But Fairchild blew that play up.
Okay, we had a flag on the play. Well.
Terry has penalized 5 yards.
What?
Terry has penalized 5 yards.
I didn't see for what. So it's 2nd down and 9. How is it a 5-yard post?
That don't make sense.
Post-snap penalty. I don't understand. A post-play penalty. Seems like, unless it was a spot. Martin, I don't know, buddy. I don't know. I know football pretty well, but I don't know it well enough to make sense of that one. And I didn't see what the referee actually called on the field.
Well, see, Kyle just having a major discussion with him, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, and on the Vandebilt sidelines, that's the referee who threw the flag because that's where the tackle is made on that side. But face mask at 15. If it's unsportsmanlike, it's 15. I don't know what a 5-year. I have no idea.
Let me ask.
Yeah.
Sideline warning.
But it's not a penalty.
Okay, sideline. Well, it could have been the second warning, which is 5 yards.
Yeah, I guess I missed that when they were at when they had the first ones because I did not. I don't remember umpires calling that, but
I'm asking people in the sideline. I'm not proud.
Yeah, I can't yell.
You got to hunt down the information.
All right, well, okay, well now they say. All right, now I am really confused.
So Kyle won the argument. Yeah, I don't know. He was lobbying him, and obviously he made his point.
Cardinals play 1st and 5.
So first and 5.
Yeah, I see Wallace don't look too happy over there as the referee's going over to him. This is not a good look for the officials here.
Well, after 2 very good plays.
He's asking for some explanation. Because it appears that the sideline warning was pre-snap, they would have stopped it. If it was post-snap, I don't know. All right, let's just play 1st and 5 from the 37 and see what happens. How's that? Barbera hands the ball off up the middle. Looks like that's Douglas, and he goes nowhere.
But when you start with 1st and 5,
yeah,
2nd and 1 now.
All right.
Cardinals play 2nd and 1.
Where takes a snap. Fumble the snap.
Vandebilt got it.
Looks like Vandebilt has the football,
Yep,
and they do.
Number 11 for Vandebilt. Let me get his, that's Andrew Hebert.
Vandebilt carries number 11, Andrew Hebert.
That's the kind of mistake. Remember, we talked about it all week. You don't, if Edie White, you controlling the game coming out the half. A big drive and now a big fumble.
Yeah, and, they were trying to get the ball to the outside after taking the inside handoff, and it looked like it might have worked if the handoff would have been clean.
Yeah.
But from here, it looked like he might have jumped on it because it was on the other side of him. But Vandebilt was able to recover. Now they have a short field. They have the ball on the 34-yard line, 3:38, down by 5.
Boy, Hebert reacted well to that fumble.
Absolutely. Chestnut had the ball off to Coleman. Coleman up the middle, and Coleman's going to pick up about 4 yards. Trying to stay ahead of the game here. And we're going to run 2nd down and 6.
Getting a little chippy out there, which is normal.
It is normal.
Yeah, that's what we want to see in a rivalry. A little normal. They get a little chippy. But under control, chippy.
Yeah. We haven't seen any unsportsmanlike conduct calls.
Yeah.
All right, they've crossed the 30-yard line. And Chestnut with the ball. Fakes the ball to Coleman. He's looking down the field. He throws it deep to Guidry, and
that's a great
defensive play by number 8 for Edie White. Outstanding play by Nate Thompson.
Yeah, Nate Thompson did a great job.
That pass is broken up by the Cardinals.
He played it well.
Nate.
He did.
Big 3rd down.
Yeah, this is a big one because I think Vandebilt being against the wind, they are outside of field goal range. So it is definitely going to be 2-down territory for them.
Yeah, if you're Vandebilt, you got to take shots while you have them.
And a good throw. He just threw it just a little bit too late to Guidry. He was open for a minute. He let it hang up there. Chestnut throws it back to Guidry. Oh, he dropped it. He dropped it. Wow, what a well-designed play. Edie White, I'm not going to say they didn't have it covered, but with Guidry's athleticism and speed, it just takes a little crease. It wasn't able to develop. Defensive lineman number 14 was out there super fast
on the 30,
but just hit the ground.
It's a big 4th down.
Yeah, so they bring in Henny, big guy, the junior as quarterback.
Watch Coleman on the backfield. There he is, right there. There he is.
Oh, yeah. And he throws it up there, and Coleman, and that is it. So almost intercepted. 4th down play.
That was
You're
a good
better off
play.
letting that go anyway.
I was surprised he didn't hit him in the flat.
Well, and that ball floated. He let that go really high. Definitely not his best ever on throwing the ball.
That was a big stand. Big stand.
Yeah, Coleman was open for him, and you're right. I think if he would have went out to the flat, he had him. But the design play was taken a little bit deeper. And Edie White, really good defense. Defensive back stepped up in front of it and thankfully dropped it to Edie White because they would have had the ball at 5.
But what I saw, if they had a little 10-yard route, it was open there.
Yeah.
They went for all of it, yeah.
Yep.
Got stuck, but I tell you what, he's pretty doggone good at running that option.
Absolutely. 6 yards. Yep, 6 yards on 1st down for Barbera.
2nd and 4 on the 36.
And his steps are so quick.
Right.
That takes long.
There's not big holes. You got to be quick in the hole because he's just squirting right through, and he's tough. There's Babin, and he's able to break it. And good stop by Email, or he would have been gone.
Babin went
Pick up about 20 yards.
Yeah, Email did a good job of tracking.
Email. That's good for a Cardinal first down.
Yeah, great stop. Great stop by Email. Babin has got the speed.
We got 1:40 left in the third quarter, so if you're Vandebilt, you got to make a stand here.
Yeah, which is about the same place they made their stand last time. So let's see if they can do it again. Anyway, popped off 2 good plays. This time they hand the ball off up the middle, and ball popped out.
Vandebilt got it. Vandebilt got it.
Well, Martin, you talked about it, and that was a great play.
Vandebilt got it. Look who picked it up. Number 8 for Vandebilt, Josiah Johnson.
That ball just popped out.
Josiah Johnson.
They're giving Vandebilt opportunities here. Now that Eddie White defense,
cannot squander this one.
Yeah,
we're getting close to fourth quarter territory. Vandebilt has the ball on their own 49-yard line, 1st and 10. They've had some momentum in this quarter.
Somebody stripped that ball at the last minute.
Yeah. I mean, it looked like he had a 6-yard pickup, and then it just squirted backwards.
And I couldn't see who it was.
Yeah, I couldn't either. They had a whole pile of them. All right, looks like Chestnut's back in the game. Guidry's in motion. Takes the handoff.
Oh, face mask.
Well,
no flag.
No flag. Lost 2 yards on that.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
on his whole helmet around.
Loss of 2 on that play.
You have a replay on that?
12,
See if we can see.
Sternfeld.
A little bit further back. Let's see.
I can't see the replay.
Yeah, it's not up yet. Looking for it. No, we didn't catch the beginning. We didn't catch it quick enough, but yeah, I think the referees are talking to Wallace right now. I think Wallace saw it, and I think they missed it. But yeah, you're right. I mean, and those are calls, Martin, that are rarely missed when it's an on the ball. Off the ball you can see, but when it's on the ball with the ball carrier, somebody reaches and your head twists like that. Well, generally that's fatal.
Yeah, and I don't know if they just felt they didn't grab it or they hit the head, but
And look, it's easy to say I'm very far away at your field level. It moves so much faster at field level than it does here. I'm not complaining about referees because look, their job is tough. Their job is real tough.
Yeah, we got to put it down.
All right, we're going to go ahead and talk about our sponsors again when we have a minute. Another sponsor for tonight's broadcast is Terrebonne General Health Systems Community Sports Institute, Barker Honda, Trapp Cadillac Chevrolet, Sharp Athletics, Terrebonne Ford, Lincoln, and Barker Mazda, and Infinity Energy Services. Thanks again to our sponsors who have made tonight's game possible. Do we have any update on the Covenant Christian score? I know they were at halftime. They were down 3-0 to Ouachita Christian. In another, I know Covenant was number 3. I'm not sure if Ouachita was number 6 or not, but that would have been a 3-6 matchup if it would have played out that way. Trying to get that score up right now. Game is being played at Nicholls State. Oh, wow. Ouachita Christian in the third quarter is up 17-0. So they've had a few big scores. They've had 2 touchdowns in the third quarter because that was a 3-0 game at halftime.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that because talk about some great kids at Covenant Christian.
And they are. And look, it's never over till it's over. Those guys generally have a very explosive offense. We're not at that game. I'm not watching Ouachita and their defense, but I've seen Covenant Christian play in person, and those guys, they're good.
There's a hand for Adam Talbert. He's a senior, number 79. Being escorted off the field with an injury, and of course our prayers are out for him. We wish Adam good luck. Hope it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's never the way you want to end the game, season, a career if you're a senior. All right, Vandebilt. Second and 12. Give the ball to Coleman up the middle. Coleman breaks through. Coleman all the way down to the 34-yard line. He sure did. What a great play. Hole open wide up. Great offensive line movement. And Coleman just ran right through everybody. Good tackle by number 8 for Edie White. I got it here. Nate Thompson, who's made a few big plays tonight. But Coleman able to get the ball to the 35-yard line. He's had a lot more success in the second half as he goes through. And he's going to turn the corner. Oh, good defense.
They're going to be going
all the way across the field.
They're going to be going with the win in a few short seconds.
Yeah. I was not able to see who slowed him down because it sure looked like he was about to be gone.
Well,
but no, Nate Thompson
right
again.
Now, I don't want to get to the quarter. They're opening some holes right now.
Yeah. Great run. He's had much more success in the second half than the first. He's had much more success tonight than he did a few weeks ago. Coleman's been able to break a few nice runs in the second half. But Nate Thompson with a game-saving jersey grab to slow him down enough to get him out of bounds.
Boy, the offensive line is starting to come alive for Vandebilt.
Cole St. Pierre on the carry for Vandebilt picked up about 4. Yeah, picked up 3. Picked up about 3, so it's second down and 7.
About the end of the third, too, Steve.
Yeah, they're not going to get a playoff. So we're going to enter the fourth quarter, a 5-point ball game, 17-12. Well, Martin, that's what we talked about earlier. This is what you want. You want a close game going into the fourth quarter. Edie White controlled the first half. Vandebilt controlled the third quarter. And who's going to come up big? You know, it's a few turnovers that change momentum for Edie White. A few fumbles, uncharacteristic fumbles, turning the ball over. And Vandebilt's been able to capitalize a little bit. They're driving. They have the ball on the 16-yard line.
And I'm telling you, in these rivalry games, Vandebilt hadn't been here a lot.
No, they have not.
Steve, Edie White's been here. I'm telling you, it's starting to get a little tense on both sides. Both fan bases a little nervous. And it's getting colder too, Steve, by the way. I hope your heat is working up there.
Martin, I'm not cold, man. I am warm. I am just enjoying being out here. High school football, you just can't beat a Friday night after Thanksgiving. You know you're deep in the playoffs.
Right.
This means everything to these guys.
Now, let me tell you, when they make these change of quarters, I always say it benefits the defense because it gives them a break.
Yeah.
The momentum is stopped. But let's see.
All right, 2nd and 7. Chestnut takes the ball to Coleman, goes up the middle.
Whoa!
Henny's going to be down.
Flag.
Oh, wow. We got flags all over the place. Ineligible receiver downfield. That was a quick pass to have an ineligible receiver downfield, but the few flags went up, so they all saw it.
He threw it quick.
He did. Man, great play, though. I think that caught everybody off guard.
Yeah, they were running that route in pregame quite a bit. Guy took his helmet off. You got to watch that 25.
So it's a 5-yard penalty. That's going to bring up second down and looks like a 12, but that was a well-designed play. Number 7, he looks like Taysom Hill. He's played quarterback, tight end, wide receiver, running back. Got our own little Swiss Army knife. They give the ball to Coleman. Coleman scores through. Coleman's got
look at him.
He takes it around the outside. Jalen Coleman, touchdown.
Oh,
wow. He took it from the middle of the field to the corner, weaving, and no one was able to touch him. What speed and vision on Jalen Coleman.
The Edie White side is absolutely quiet.
So that gives the Terriers the lead with 11-25, 18-17. You know they're going for 2 here.
Absolutely. But what a turnaround in the second half.
And over. And Martin, when you think about when they went for 2 in the third quarter, if they would have gone for 1, they'd be up 19-17, and this would make it 20 with just a 1. That's second guessing. These guys, they have those little cards, and this is when you go for it. Well, you got to do it here.
And you normally don't get these kind of opportunities against Edie White, but they turned it over twice.
Yep. Chestnut pitches to Coleman. Coleman takes to the inside. Doesn't look like he's going to get in. Great defense by E.D. White.
We got a 1-point game.
So we are now in the fourth quarter, 18-17. Momentum clearly shifted towards the Terriers. We're going to see if E.D. White can come out with one of those long, sustained drives and just take back control of the football game like they had in the first half.
Now I'm standing next to Father Josh, and can you ask for a better rivalry game, Father Josh? He said he hates these games, Steve.
Oh, I know he does. You know, it's hard on those priests who work both schools. Ask him real quick. Steve wants to know who he's praying for.
No, I'm not asking who he's praying for. They put too much. You never go after the priests like that because you might need their blessing.
You want to see if they're fair. Hopefully he was just praying for you and I that we get through tonight without getting sick.
But I mean, you can't ask for a better rivalry game, right?
No, man, this is amazing. This is what it was like, 3 weeks ago. I mean, these guys are fighting each other hard. This is what you would expect. All right, Ramirez.
Good kick.
Kickoff with the win against E.D. White takes the ball at the 1-yard line. And I don't know that he's going to get past it.
He won't.
Get right to the 20. That was number 4.
15-yard line.
Luke Zarang. Oh, I'm sorry, 15. That's Luke Zarang.
Zarang on the return takes it to the 15-yard line.
So definitely Vandebilt has the momentum right now.
Absolutely.
So what will E.D. White do? They'll rely on some of these seniors, and we're going to see what they do.
Yeah.
This is going to be a gritty drive right here.
And look, we're going to see if it changes their approach to the game. But there's 11-17 left. They can ball control this down to take the lead. I mean, this is what E.D. White does. So Barbera keeps the ball, makes it up the middle, keeps it, again, picks up 6 yards. Typical E.D. White play.
Barbera on the carry.
And look, it is a little colder than when we started. That football's going to be slick.
Yeah. But if I tell you, Barbera and Douglas have really been carrying the offense for these Cardinals, and we're just going to see if they're going to ride those two guys until the end. Barbera drops back around. He's going to, it looked like he was going to throw.
He's short.
And he stopped short and looks like he's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Big play on the 24-yard line. This is not.
Corbin came up, popped it pretty good.
This is not 2-down territory, Mark. You have to get this first down or you're punt.
Yeah,
do not go for it on your 24-yard line. This is a huge play for both teams. Well, you could see a little pep in Vandebilt's step.
You got to think Barbera's keeping this football.
Well, he's in the shotgun for the first time tonight. Got 5 wides, and Vandebilt called a timeout. They noticed it too. He has not been in the shotgun the entire game.
And that might have been to get Vandebilt to burn a timeout.
Yep. Yeah, they did that in the first half. All right, we're going to go ahead, Martin, and look at some more sponsors again. Terrebonne Ford, Lincoln, Barker, Mazda, Sharp Athletics, Infinity Energy Services, Trap Cadillac Chevrolet, Terrebonne General Health Systems Community Sports Institute, and HTV Falls Productions. I know that guy.
Yep.
I do know that guy.
Let me say something, because I kept saying the first half, E.D. White controlled this football game, and they did.
They did.
They were owning the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
But I don't know what kind of pep talk Coach Wallace and those coaches gave Vandebilt in the second half. But they have definitely been a different team.
Well, look, you said it going in the half. I was questioning why they were just letting the clock run. You said, hey, he probably just wants to take it to the locker room and talk about it. Obviously, you were right, and so far it's worked. Big play right here. Barbera looks like he's going to turn it upfield to get the first down. Flag on the play.
Come from the back.
This is going to be a big one. I don't know if it's face mask on us or a holding on them. We're about to find out.
Got to be a hold from that judge.
That is holding on E.D. White. That is a big penalty. That's going to put them to 3rd and 11. They are definitely going to be behind the chains. You could see the pep in Vandebilt step right now. They're bouncing around like they weren't doing in the first half. This is big. E.D. White's got to come up with a big play here, the way the momentum has gone in the second half. You can hear the Vandebilt student section finally getting a little life to them.
There we go, it's a big play.
And 11 on the 14
All right. Barbera's in the shotgun again.
Trips.
They've got 5 wide. You haven't seen this formation very often from Edie White. He drops back. Vandebilt rushes. He throws it down the middle. Oh! And the wide receiver, he was open.
He was
didn't
open.
get his head around.
He
Barbera
was open.
threw it. That's Chase Knockhand. I mean, it looks like he was there. He just threw it a little quicker right in the break, and he just couldn't get his hands up to get the ball. Edie White has forced the punt from their own 14-yard line. You got that Gidry back on the 45. They're punting into the wind, too. So
Vandebilt should have pretty good field position.
they should. If nothing goes wrong, Vandebilt will have very good field position with a 1-point lead.
Unless the kicking phenom nails one.
Well,
he's capable.
Yeah, absolutely he is. I mean, look, I've even seen you make a three-pointer once, so anything is possible.
Yeah, probably made it over you.
All right, here we go. All right, Vanderbilt down to gets the ball on a short punt. Vanderbilt's going to have the ball on the 44-yard line of Edie White, leading by 1.
All right, this is a big drive.
It is. And you know, if you think about it, if Vanderbilt scores a touchdown and kicks an extra point, it's still a one-possession game. If they would have kicked the extra point in the just now, or either of the last two, it's a 2-possession game. That could be big towards the end because Edie White's short yardage game is so good.
But this might be the biggest drive in the last 20 years of Vanderbilt.
Yep, Coleman, they give the ball to Coleman, and he takes it around up the middle, around the left side, picks up 2 positive yardage for Coleman.
Coleman on the left side.
9:25 and counting here in the fourth quarter. They bring in Henny. Chestnut goes to the sidelines. Not sure what they're looking for. But
do you make Henny one-dimensional, or do you let him throw? Because if you make him one-dimensional, they're going to key on him.
Well, and listen, same thing happens. He's number 7. The same thing happens to Taysom Hill. They know he's going to run too. Oh, Coleman ends up taking the snap, and he hands off the ball. Oh!
That was a good play by Edie White. They stayed home.
Great play by Edie White. Number 44.
Trotty.
Tell you what, and he was there. Wow. I tell you what, I didn't specifically see a face mask, but for the way he pulled him down, it was violent. Good play, because he was being smothered by the offensive line. He somehow was able to stand straight up and grab that. That was a great design by Vanderbilt. It just didn't happen. Big play on 3rd down and 9.
Edie White side's alive. They know how important this one is.
Absolutely. And Chestnut back in the game. Makes the ball to Coleman. He throws a little screen play, and they get the ball down to the Bobcat.
4-down territory.
Well, yeah, that's a tough call. But yeah, I would go down 4 down. You're 4th down and 4. 4th down and 3. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is absolutely 4-down territory.
Man, the chess match right now. And they have Henny and Chestnut in. Looks like Henny's going to line up in the slot.
You don't think Wallace is going to put the ball to Edie White with 7 minutes to go?
No. All right. Big play for Vanderbilt right here. They give the ball to Coleman, and Coleman up the middle.
Got it.
First down to the 29-yard line. Jalen Coleman squirts right through the middle.
Boy, that offensive line is looking like they got some kind of lecture at halftime, whatever it was.
Totally different game, first half to second half. And look, the turnovers didn't help Edie White, but Vanderbilt has played much different, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, Silas Hill. You got number 71, Philip Sinak. You got number 75, Harper Petrie. Yeah,
Vanderbilt's offensive line has some size to it.
I'll get some more in. You got
and they're wearing down. They're wearing down Edie White's defensive line right now. All right, Chestnut hands it back to Coleman. Coleman goes up the middle, and he picks up about 4. But it looks like they marked him 3, so it's going to be 2nd down and 7 from the 26-yard line.
He was skipping and hopping.
Yeah.
All the way through.
Gains 3.
You know, Vanderbilt is with the wind. Not sure what the range on their field goal kicker is, but you know they'd feel a little bit safer if they got the ball inside the 20 before they even had to make that decision. but you've got 2 downs right here. It's 2nd down and 7.
So you also got number 78 in there, William Newman.
Cole St. Pierre in at running back with Chestnut. Chestnut hands the ball to Cole. Cole takes it up the middle. Able to lean forward, and he picks up about 3.
St. Pierre up the middle.
So it's 3rd and 4.
So you see what happened here? It's almost role reversal.
Yep, absolutely.
Vandebilt going with the short dives and trying to burn some clock, bringing it down to about 5:49.
Yep. All right.
2 down territory. So you got Steve. You got 2 plays to make, 4 yards.
23-yard line.
I don't know. It's a 1-point game. Do you kick a field goal?
Not from this distance.
You don't think he can do it with the wind? Well, you got Henny in at quarterback, and I think Henny's going to run the ball, but he's got Coleman to his side. Oh, they shift again. Coleman takes the snap. Coleman's going to throw. He's going to throw the ball to Guidry, and
got it. Guidry's got it.
Oh, he dropped it. He dropped the ball.
The defensive back came back and stripped him of the ball on the way down.
He had it.
He had it, but the defensive back made a great play.
Wow, what a play.
I'm trying to give credit. Who was that? Which defensive back? Luke Zarang.
Yeah, Luke Zarang. Luke Zarang, okay.
Oh, Thompson. Thompson made it.
Thompson made some big plays today. Well, I tell you what, Coleman, he kind of underthrew it a little bit, but Guidry's a big, tall guy. He went up and got it. He couldn't survive the ground.
Well, Thompson didn't give up on the play.
No, he did not. Because I tell you, it sure looked like Coleman's going to run around that side. But look, that's great discipline from Edie White's defensive back. And there it is again. And yeah, it was Thompson. He would not let it go. Because Guidry had it with both hands, and he went all the way to the ground with his hand inside of that. What a football game, Martin. 5:20 left, 18-17.
Can you ask for a better one?
You cannot.
Wow.
This has been outstanding. And the chess match continues.
Well,
Look like they're going for it.
Still out here. Look at him. He's dancing up and down the sideline here. He can't even write his sermon right now. He's so nervous.
Nope. And look, I appreciate you getting me a chair up here, but I haven't been able to sit down. It's just too much. It's too exciting. I'm pacing up here on top of the press box.
Well, it's fun. We knew it would be fun. The atmosphere has been good all week.
Vanderbilt plays 4th and 4 on the 24.
4 down, 4 yards. Chestnut in. Looks like a pistol formation. Chestnut with Coleman right behind him.
Coleman's been running the ball well.
You know, Coleman's 11 yards from the first down marker. They give it to him. It's going to be a running start, but Edie White is proud to line of scrimmage. They gave it to him, and he goes, and he's got it.
Yep.
He's got it all the way down
been running the ball well.
15-yard line, and the clock continues. Well, first down, the clock's going to start. 5:12 left. Vanderbilt has the ball up on the 15. And, man, what a run by Coleman. He can squirt through some holes. He's talented. Look, he's going to be a D1 running back. Liberty is a nice-sized school. I think they're in the Sun Belt or the AAC. I'm not sure which one, but he's...
But the offensive line has done a great job of handling their lane assignment.
Absolutely.
And blocking, using good technique.
They're taking care of the ball. Coleman again around the left side. And
he ran into a wall there.
Nowhere. So
that was number 25 for Edie White. Came up. Jonathan Lee. He put a stick on him.
Tackle by number 25. Jonathan
lost some yardage here. Lost 2.
Absolutely. Number 7 really blew that play up, though. Who is Charles Deidris. He, from the defensive end, he shot through and forced Coleman all the way to the outside, and Lee came up and stopped him. So they're going to take this clock down under 4 minutes, 2nd down and 11.
Hey, remember one thing, Steve. Edie White has one heck of a field goal kick.
They do. Vandebilt. You know, Martin, that's what I was saying. Depending on how much you get on this 3rd down play right here, I mean, I think you're close enough to kick it from here.
Now you might be.
Because you've got to be up 4. You've got to force Edie White to score.
Depends on what he makes here on 3rd down.
Right. Well, it's inside of 30, pretty much right at 30 yards no matter what. I watched him. He can make a 30-yarder. He was kicking from 40, but I know 30's definitely in his range. But you can't give Edie White the ball with the field goal kicker they have up 1. If you have the chance to go up 4, I think you've got to go up 4.
Yeah, may come down to Sean Abear. Let's see.
Or, let's see.
Oh, good job on Chestnut.
Yeah, well.
Edie White was ready for it.
Well, you know, the timing was off on that play because the snap was bad. So now they've got a decision to make. I'm surprised Edie White's not calling a timeout here.
Here's a field goal unit.
Yep, I figured they would kick it from here. It's going to be about a 32-yarder from right here. It's a, you know.
Now look, they blocked that first extra point, so
they did.
You know that sometimes that sits in your head.
Absolutely. But, you know, these coaches make tough decisions all the time. 32-yard field goal. This is to go up 4. Snap, down, kick is up, and it looks like it's going to be short. It is short.
Yeah, he got it. He tried to get it high so he wouldn't block.
Yeah, well, the snap was high, so it looked like he hesitated just a tad, and that ball fell right under the crossbar.
It took a while for the ball to get back to
it. It did. It did. So
Edie White gets the ball with 2:25 left, and they got one heck of a field goal kick.
And they've got all 3 timeouts remaining. So how much does Vandebilt's defense have left? How much does Edie White's offense have after a very disappointing showing in the second half?
So if you're Vandebilt, don't get in the defense, right? You don't get in the prevent defense.
Right.
You go for it.
And they're not.
The way you've been playing.
Look, they've got everybody within 7 yards of the ball. Barbera's back to throw. He throws it deep. And he just overthrew him.
He had a man open.
He did. Number 9 was wide open. 10 Guidry. Logan Email got stuck on the inside. He was about 2 yards behind him.
They burned the first down play, too.
They did. But they still got 3 timeouts, 2:18, plenty of time. But look, Vandebilt, to their credit, they're not in prevent. They've got everybody up on that line. They know Edie White loves to run, and they do not want to get beat with Edie White's strength. Make them throw it. Do something that they don't do all the time. Barbera rolls out, he throws it, and it looks like that's first down.
First down.
Picked up 11 yards to the 31-yard line, and he got out of bounds. 2:12. They still have their 3 timeouts left.
12-yard gain. Good for a first down.
I'm walking this way.
Which way is this way?
This way is the way Edie White's going.
Barbera hesitated. He's no pressure. Throws the ball deep. And
that's good coverage. Good coverage.
My God.
Oh, my.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my.
I got to tell you. I don't want to be a homer. That is a bad call. That was an uncatchable ball. And that's a terrible call. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say.
And look, I'm all for fairness on both sides, but my God.
Yeah, that guy who threw that was a lot behind the play. And look, I could see why he threw it. Yes, there was contact.
Well, let it. But did you see it? Let's be fair to Edie White. Did you see the contact?
I saw. Oh, wow. 24-14. OCA over CCA right now. It's not over. It's in the 4th. A lot of scoring. Sorry, I was just diverted into looking at that. All right. So, yes, Martin, I saw some contact, but it wasn't interference. It wasn't interference worthy. It was just contact. It wasn't hand. All right. Good throw back. Number 1 to Edie White. They get the ball across midfield. They're at the 44-yard line. It looks like it's a first down.
Yeah, you had Trent Townsend on that play.
And look, they moved the ball quickly. It's 1:54 remaining.
First down.
Now, Vandebilt's only got 1 timeout left. So, you know, Edie White's going to now play pretty smart football. And Sanji picks it up.
Number 50 again on that play.
Yeah, nice swing pass. Picked up about 3 yards.
Tackled by Townsend. Cardinals play 2nd and 7.
Right.
Well, you
29.
think both sides are a little bit nervous?
I'm nervous. And I'm nervous. All right. And that,
A big third down.
And big third down. And look, they got him. They tackled him inbound. So Edie White might, Edie White is going to use a timeout right here because they're all the way back on 44. I mean, I know their field goal kicker has a big leg, but into the wind, I don't think he could do 61.
Two good coaches, two good programs. Both sides playing their hearts out. I mean, what do you want more out of a rivalry? Huh?
This is the game we wanted to see. This is definitely the game we wanted to see. All right.
I just hate that one of these teams would have to lose.
But we couldn't have seen it without these wonderful sponsors who are allowing us to bring you this. And we'll do this again. Of course, we have Sharp Athletics, Trap Cadillac Chevrolet, Infinity Energy Services, Terrebonne Ford, Lincoln, and Barker Mazda, Barker Honda, Terrebonne General Health Systems with the Community Sports Institute. Thank you all very much for allowing us to broadcast this game. This is really a gem. This is what you wanted to see before you got here, no matter what side you were on. You always want to blow up. Let me tell you, we deserved this game. We did.
Well, we got a doozy.
We do. 18-17, fourth quarter, 1:18 left. Edie White, third and long. Barbera back to pass. He throws it up the middle. It's caught. And it looks like he's got the first down.
Oh, he's got a first down.
It looks like he's got it by 1 yard.
He went a little button hook. He sat right in the middle.
Wow.
And they still move. The clock still rolling.
Yep, 3rd and 7. They picked up 8. Getting right there in field goal range. Edie White with another pass to the outside. Top
definitely in field goal range.
Yeah, they're down to the 25-yard line. 58 seconds left.
8-yard gain on the play.
Barbera just brings it straight up the middle, trying to get all the yards. Goal. Absolutely, they are. Absolutely. I mean, at this point, you know, there's been so many turnovers in the second half, or 2 turnovers on the fumbles. You know, you really just want to protect the ball right here. Oh, unless you want to do this. He going deep, and that is a touchdown.
Oh, my. Right on the money.
He did, and look, that looked like it was going to, and it was set up perfectly from the play before where he just took it right up the middle. They're like, yep, they're going to play it safe, and they ran the wide receiver deep, caught Vandebilt off guard. Beautiful throw from Barbera.
But
wow.
It still had to be a hell of a catch.
It was a hell of a throw and catch. So now it's 20. It's going to, well, it looks like they're going for 2 now, and
Kyle just ran a cold timeout.
Yep.
Timeout, Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter right now. You're up 5, so I guess it does. You know, you'd be up 6 or 7, so you might as well try 7, but wow. Thought they were going to play it safe. Try to kick the winning field goal. What a time for Edie White's offense to come alive. And Vandebilt was not in prevent. As you said, that's the worst thing they could do. They tried to play it tough, but Edie White has just methodically moved it down the field in big chunks. Barbera has had an outstanding game running and throwing.
And I think everybody thought they'd run a little dive play.
Yeah, absolutely.
And put it in the hands of the field goal kicker, but they had ulterior motives.
Well, you know, but that was great coaching by Lasang.
It was.
I mean, they set Vandebilt up for that on the previous play. Just trying to, like you said, they're just trying to get it in field goal range, put it on the right side of the field. And so, good coaching. And that play looks like it is going to be stopped. Great defense by Vandebilt. Clock doesn't move on an extra point, so Vandebilt is down 5 with 31 seconds left. How much, Martin, are you a bet man? Do you want to bet they kick it to Coleman?
No.
I don't think they're going to kick it to Coleman either, my friend. I think they're going to pooch that thing out of bounds and take their chance.
I think so. But plenty of things have happened.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, this is just like we saw the Edie White crowd get quiet a while ago. Now the Vandebilt crowd gets quiet. And this is, like I said, this will be a heartbreaker for anyone to lose.
Absolutely. All right, we're peeking in on the Covenant Christian game. It's 24-14 in the fourth quarter with 3:05 left. Oh, nope, 30-14. So it sure looks like Ouachita Christian's going to walk away with that one. Unfortunately, great season for CPA.
Houma and Guidry back deep for the Terriers.
All right, you get Coleman and Guidry deep, and they squib it up the middle, and that, oh gosh, Standoff wasn't running back. Okay. You know, Coach was telling us what a good athlete he was.
Did you hear the Edie White?
Yes.
But he almost got into the second tier.
He did, and if he gets there, he's going to go. He was a running back to start the year. He's got some moves. He's very quick, and that stop was a big stop for Edie White. So you're looking at
27 seconds.
27 seconds, 43-yard line. Good field position. You can absolutely, if you watch the Washington Commanders play the Dallas Cowboys, you know anything can happen.
That Edie White team is on the bench trying to get their crowd into it. I don't think they have to try too hard.
No, they're playing deep. Their safeties are 20 yards off the ball. But you got Chestnut and Coleman. Let's see which way they go. They take the hand off to Coleman, and he's going to throw the ball deep.
Oh, he's got a man.
Like 16. He's gone. Henri LePere. Wow.
He had a man.
And on the 15-yard line to boot.
Was incomplete.
Wow. Great pass by Chestnut. And just right outside of the reach of LePere. He had an Edie White defender bearing down on him. I'm sure that played a big role because he was coming right at his face mask. Flag on Edie White's sideline. Sideline warning. We've seen one of those.
Is it a warning or a flag?
Well, they throw the flag, but if it's the first one, it's just a warning.
20 seconds left.
Well, now Edie White has 4 people 20 yards off the line instead of just 2. Knowing that Chestnut has a good arm, get it down there.
Well, it'll really stop on the first down.
It will.
I'm going to hit one about 30 yards down the field and then take the shot at the end.
Absolutely. Maybe you get an interference call.
That is right there.
To the sidelines didn't get there. 15 seconds left.
Bourgeois goes incomplete.
I bet you now one person has left either side of the stadium all night.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Vandebilt plays 3rd and 10.
One heck of a high school game. The winner advances.
To the semis. 15 seconds left. 57 yards to go. Chestnut throws it. Oh, looks like they
were waiting on that one.
That's going to be a timeout. It'll be 4th down.
Number 14, Passman. Cooper Passman came out, snuffed that one out.
Yeah, the way they threw that at first, I thought it looked like they might be trying to hook the ladder, but there was no ladder man. Only the hook fella.
Okay, it's coming down to this.
8 seconds. Basically got one play. You're not going to stop it. They don't have, well, no timeouts left. What's that, buddy?
Run about a 15-yard out. Get enough for him to reach the end zone. See if you got enough time.
Well, I think you got enough to run a 10 and out, probably. They tried that on the previous play for this one. Didn't work out. I mean, Edie White they've got all their guys deep enough to play 2 deep safeties. 2 people on the corners at 15 yards. It's going to be hard. It's almost like got to hit almost a seam route and hope to make a heck of a play.
It's the scariest position on a football field is those defensive backs.
Well, they've got 8 of them in right now.
Yeah.
Now they've got them 50 yards off the line of scrimmage.
And you got to stay as deep as the deepest man.
Yeah, let's see. Chestnut's going to just throw the ball. It looks like that's, that's ball. You got 2.3 seconds left. Turned the ball over on down. They were going to try and do the hook and ladder right but it just didn't work out.
Charlie Dietrich.
Good defense by Edie White. Edie White with a heck of a stand in the last 5 minutes of the game.
What an effort.
Vandebilt clearly took the momentum away, and then Edie White went and snatched it when it counted the most.
And I got to say this, veteran ball clubs,
Absolutely,
who have been there, just have a way. And look, one thing about Vandebilt, I know it hurts to lose this game, but they're building this program.
yeah.
They have nothing to be ashamed of tonight.
Yeah, you know, I know Chestnut's a senior, Gidry's a senior, but when you look across their offensive line, they're loaded with juniors on the offensive line. They've got a big junior quarterback who played a lot tonight. You lose Coleman, which is going to hurt, but ultimately I think Vanderbilt's got a bright future.
There you go.
Edie White, good luck in the semifinal game, hopefully all the way to the final. It'd be a great representation for Terrebonne and Spares as Edie White go far. Martin, outstanding game. I can't thank you enough for inviting me to participate in this. And you know, what can you say other than great game, fellas?
I'm gonna try to get Coach Lassang from my headset. That way Jason can stay right where he's at. Okay? Okay. I'll try to get him. Let him talk to the team. I'm gonna use my microphone, so I know we can't get the handheld down in time. Both teams showing a lot of sportsmanship. That's what you want to see.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely a great high school football game.
Well, Martin, you know, as I looked at these two teams shaking hands, the amount of kids that are on both sides. I know they've dressed out some freshmen, but I've been to a lot of games where high school football teams have 30 to 40 kids. These guys have 70, 80 kids. I mean, football is important to these two schools. You can tell by the people in the stands. You can tell from the coaching staffs we have. This means something.
Maybe Jake can lock it down and we can get that wireless. See Coach Rod right here, and Coach Rod's seen a few games, and I know we're still live on, but heck of a game, huh, Coach?
Cell phones that were brought up to the press box. Individuals are sitting in a jail edition.
Yeah.
Couple cell phones that
Don't get run over, Coach. Too old for that. I am too, for that matter.
To win a football game like that, okay? Why did that happen? Why did that happen? You were able to overcome mistakes. Defense bailed you out. And then we executed things that we do every single day that nobody sees. Every single day, nobody sees. You need to enjoy this victory and then get ready next week again. This victory is not just for this group right here. It's for everybody who came to watch this. It's for everybody who built this program, who every single day chose to do the right thing. Even though it wasn't the easy thing, you chose to do the right thing. And this is the reward for doing the right thing long enough. Seniors, we'll keep rolling. We'll keep rolling with your leadership, guys. Next week's going to be huge. It's going to be here again. It's going to be a great atmosphere. You deserve this victory. You deserve this victory. Great job of bouncing back from adversity. You deserve this. I believe in all of you, knowing that the work that you put in is the reward for nights like tonight. So congratulations, enjoy it, love it, and then get back to work on Monday. Great job. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Cardinals on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Both teams battling hard, but in the end, I never thought y'all were going to throw it in the end zone, but I mean, who do we know, you know? But your thoughts on tonight?
You know, that last drive is something that people don't see us do on a regular basis, but it's something that happens every day.
I said it and I meant it. I hated to see anyone lose this game, But of course, y'all owned the first half.
Yeah.
First half, y'all were controlling the ball. I don't know what they did in the second half, but they came out, a few mistakes.
Yeah.
And the momentum shifted. But for a team to get that momentum back at the last moment, that goes to tell you what character's all about.
Absolutely. You know, opening kickoff, run back foot touchdown. Could have hung your heads right there, and we did, man. We just took the ball, drove the ball down the field offensively. So we responded several times throughout the game. We just can't make those mistakes. You know, those mistakes make this game a battle, but, you know, just enough to pull out the victory.
You rely on that senior leadership so much.
Bunch of seniors.
Time and time again.
Bunch of seniors who have been through it, you know, and just didn't want this to end. I got to credit those guys, 25 guys who have stuck together through thick and thin. Not all of them get on the field, but everyone's a vital part of this.
Your thoughts on Coach Wallace? That was y'all good friends. Y'all get along. Of course, on the field, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
But what a heck of a game on both sides.
He's doing a great job, man. To turn this around this quickly is it's scary. It's scary for us, man. We're in this district, and they're going to be good for a long, long time. With Coach Wallace there, they play hard. They play hard. We talked about that earlier in this week. They play really, really hard, and that's a difference. And he's instilled that culture. And look, both teams deserve to win this. Played well enough to win this football game, but I'm glad the Lord was on our side tonight.
What do you tell your team this week? What do you give them, 24 hours to?
Probably 24 hours, but you know, after a big rivalry game like this, it's really hard to bounce back. So we're going to push on Monday hard, just to know that we're in the right mindset to go. So, you know, hopefully we'll play better next week. It's going to be a tough matchup. Everybody who's in a semifinalist is good.
Yeah, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you, man.
And, we see you moving along again.
Absolutely. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, Martin. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right, there you go, Steve.
All right, Martin. Well, a heck of a night of football. So thanks again, and we'll be signing off from E.D. White Catholic High School. Final score, E.D. White 23, Vandebilt Catholic 18.